Ninti adum SNET conference hall hono mo no miensa kai emmeme nyina ehyiam ne di nkomo bɛyia ɛyɛ Sexual Health Foundation wo mo ne Hello FM ne aka bomu ɛne de sa adwumadi ɛbrewo ɛninti yɛse mema nkomo Dr. Samuel Amanama ya wono ne kɔfarebai ɛde masa adwum akuye wɔyɛ consultant urologist ɛna afei wɔyɛ sexopathologist ɛba mema yemu a ye ne dia dumuo ye edwojo ba ye yekojo wono na enyane no mankwaba mu bie mu mesa bo adwuma ene nti se sa be man se mema yenhia ne ani nkomo a mepacho ye nyine chim ene nti yenhia ne ani nkomo ebi kura adwendwene kura na ya ma be ma ya akofa mu ne yentufo yenkasa yenseso adwene na afa yensan ensi ye mema ye mu biem ene nti adwoada 7th March ye hia ewo Edum SNET Conference Hall. Enyumra no miensa kei senso wiaw ana me no miensa kei na ye hye mu ho na fe ye hye ase ma me fa do bonkrata no emre mo me de Ghanaian Times hye ase Ghanaian Times na wode atudwa ewo mu se aban wayire asrafo a wonom ewo yensuo ahodo so akese pono so no ebo ban ye no wayire wonom tammu wamma wonom akade a wode eye dwuma ene nti suhyan enan wose 4 new vessels wode akwakwaka wonom ho se de be ya wadwuma ya wo ye no obetimi aye no yie ene nti eno ho asem wode ebaye ewo Ghanaian Times mu sanso na yekọ daily guide nso a yebo ede awura kumawu ahono mo na NPP ajakrom wo so meche sawro wo so meche eja egu enkrofo bi chem NPP munna se die ehuru se bro party secretary beating abuwa how dare you baba NPP for ni afutuo se mwanti a ene nsɔhwɛ ene beto mo daily guide wodi aba ene mu kure da yenuanom asukufo bi a wono ewo Ukraine tese wo dimrika fidie nko a yeso wo mo senso de ahiu na ogya wano ode kwakodu Poland ye na no so ho asemete sen puti wo ya hadwene o storm Ukraine ho ene nti ho asem the daily guide ediaba bo modien na pebi na kenkan na State of the Nations address ye nsenke si afinum bia ya na mokaya ya na bosumi mienu ne mi ensem se de etu di ahyeda ya tu ahyeda wo hono Mami aye esima konkon the State of the Nations address esima mpania konkon ti yetu ahyeda na the Spectator ena wode atu just a technical education no so my Ghana ye pimpuntuo ye penkankro pa dia ene technical education eno ene sampuntuo ne safoa nti wo ka dia kire mpanimfo ya wo be hwe lecturer wonda ha no mu a ATU vice chancellor nimfo yiri da ha no mo agye ne che ne gonwo ehye no na kyerɛ enye kuma kra ɛna ɔka ɛna ase ha nso wɔde to just say men made to demonstrate in pregnancy jacket na no nso the Spectator kenkan ni nyina da ne hunu mu yie na the Mirror ɛna me de to so transformational leader and CEO of the year omude ama Dr. Justice Ofori abo ne din ɔtwe ne mfonyini nso aka ho bo made ken pebi na kenkan ne hunu senti a wonom ede sa dibre no anasa sa abasobo no ede amano na yesi adofo da Bitter Valentine's Day present eno na was a single mother bi or losing ne ba after 11 years on dialysis that she say enfie du ba kunie kodayi eno wada machine so a ne bai wantimi enyina na wanya da bia anto na nanom nse do se eye edira eye adofo da nkwada no ne saa yade no ne ayi de se na nampadifo de hyehyɛ egu akwan mu yo se nkwada wono munya emfie nkwani mu a obenya kokram no ne saa ohaw no aban no wono mo hwa fa ho ka menim se kakra yebekɔ yanim afa daily graphic nso nie daily graphic and what kase museums what was it bringing museums alive and museums ne dia wuwo dia guguo dia ya danie ye sign aba be hyemu kena ye ba be pagyamu amianem ne museums de ye wo bi pagyamu pa ye wo mpanimfo atitiri aman mu mpanimfo atitiri wa ka wono mu enema wo ye ya wo ho de mo no ke bo ho ba ne de agiska nanso obi aba obuna ni chie se edwe we de daily graphic waka wo se ye ba aba be rehabilitate no e be pagyamu ye be siesie no na ayome japade neja eno so ye de ho asema to dwenti wo se wonum ebebie no March bosumi ane National Gallery omo ebie no March bosumi ye mo e bompa ye se ebeba so saa abusia de bonkrata no aha na napo no nyina so medi esie e matwe no medi esie na medi aseda e manyumakue do nyimo steel complex ene de enem kenchansen enadoa ene Allozing steel trusses e de aba Allozing steel trusses ni na frɛ no ma me estimate ma what to say hwi ene ne ka na discount no me pa cho na ton chansen na ton nadoa ka ho fa koye wadwuma na wonu hu da bia da but modern na frɛ papa do nyimo 05443211150 Dominion herbal powder so aba esayade mayen ahoden amye de atwia fa yade nyina so de padua no mo ene nti mesrew oba bia tonto abibedro ni abrofodro so wo kumase so wo sunwane so wo tamale kona bisa Dominion herbal powder pharmacy shop bi be wo no ato bi kofa kofie nom na nopa obohu ne sayare sana abai de want me num bie oba pemfo de wo ma akwada nofo ene de wafa furu akwada wo nyanya mfie dumie no ene nti enkoto bi Approaches Ghana Limited Gain ya twere ngoma ama abibiman ahodo ekenkan ye de kwatwere nsowe Ghana ye kenkan Liberia ye kenkan Sierra Leone ye kenkan Nigeria for so ekan bi na Gambia for so ekan bi na my Ghana efiri ye kromu de ye nyire ye ho nsua ye ntwa nsowe ye ne nkyere aman ni nyina se ha na ngoma ne firi ba eni nto ba tan se oba no primary or junior high ana senior high ngoma ibi ma no wonkenkan me pacho stationaries ahodo ya mo pe ye ngoma ibi atone ye nso mo mfre ye se wo se de bremu a enyankasa de begu kemu abegina mo abobo ano eyema mo free 024424825 Good Shepherd Restaurant nso ye kodidi anopa didi awia na didi adwumere kakra ansa na yapon kofie ene nti ye nrufie na ye ho yie didi men na yefunu no order paafo o makwam du pia eno nso de ne yade nam ene nti ye kɔ edum kofo clinic ene to ye ni in life ehwe ni mu ade biara ye nso ye to nsafre adofo no ye frɛ antidora obe ye nnuane nyina maye ameni mu ate frɛ 05581145535 na nyame ya dom 7th March ye hyiam ewo edum Snit Conference Hall anop awia no miensa kei ni hyiam ho no mo epa chaw eye Sexual Health Foundation any Hello FM any akabomu ede sexual health in men dwumade ye de ebremo eye mema nko a ene eba wo ba bia mfo wani nkotete ho efrise ye kodi mema nkomo eye Dr. Samuel Amanama our consultant urologist and sexopathologist wono ena dwumade ne bodo ko tudwum wono na etena dwam na woni mema ahwetwe enkomo abusua ebre na ani yenkodi nkomo na yenso yentimi apomuden ensipinsi ta ya ha obi yenko bisa yenya no ye abusua nyumakwe we wono madaroma o no mubu ami so masene e ma me de obonkrata na poso ebremo ohenere adwoa apre bika prampa me na me de obonkrata na poso bremo
yes o de da ko na otwe bia edi ni bibeka
ho e na kira wo se medi ni nyankoda edi nti na nana mpani
fo a nyankoda edi no na otwe bia bibeka ho
aha nya bi bibeka ho ne mra ne ne matwa no na mpani fo na wono mu nimo no omo ya na omo afre me no omo e kire me a e ba ni jimedi we wurade
you kaprampa no
me honwe da
eno no ye adwoa no mra ne ana afre
ade ni nyina dia fiafia ho nyina ya afre bi o asa adwoa de nka
ohene ne yene so
ya afre bi bisa bi mai ohene ne yene no e ka afre bi ho
ise wo kwai
kaprampa e ka afre bi ho
wo kwai
ene de me nko ba bia ohene sa obema me adwuma nso akoko
wona me tena ya
oh dabi
elementina
oh misra ohene woni me say me po adwuma sa na me nko fia na mo tete me e be ka say me da afiem
elementina
me na otena ka obetua me ka say yi
na say adwuma nyam dia
na say ga ntimi ma ya me dia wie
e bi ni nyina aka ho na ya na me ma leave
sa
nyina aka
ni nyina aka say
o ye free na kro me commission wo say kind text messages
me pa cha misra o
do better
aha o de ma bu mfu sa ma bu mfu sa na weekend ba ku sa bre ma nyina ya busy wonu ma ekodi edwa wonu ma ya adwuma fie ni ade ni nyina ma ni fie na ya something which is the
ti be shia nyame ya adoma Monday
nyame de yankwache yen odoma nkoma hu ye mobo na wa amade a Ibesi adwada.
Apem no ene nyaadwa na ode beba na potofie gusu na be costume say.
Me say me dia me say oboda be.
Be costume say.
Ah, say what can say? Oh, I am wanti. Oh, what want me 100 cedis cram manage.
Body am pesi ni nyaadwa.
I say
body am pesi ni.
Body am pesi shara dum ko bi mo. Ana me ba cho na ko bi ma na me ko to.
Say okra so okro mi na wu.
I was free mo me say ya di na watch that.
Yes, I can say that okro mi na pesi kra o tia say.
Hey, na say me bi amuodu.
Adwa Prebi, thank you very much. And then Saturday, 26th day of February 2022. Nyamene dia cheye Adwa Ri Enewabre. She was a lone ranger. I am taking over. The program is Akoko Abon. Akoko Abon Hello 101.5FM. Ebro Wasum 9 gone past the hour of 7. And then as we say today, Mrs. Monica Jesse Bragwa Efreno. Mame Donko. Pepuma of Pepuma Agrochemicals. Ne mame no make us say busuafo atwa no ho ahia wa sopremampo o palace area enso so no ye bennom na chisikasa na yatena si na aseda na ye de ma ho na ye ka o say na ye ntena everywhere nkomo no bekoso no text line is 0265 170336 0265170336. It's your birthday a free fata Samuel wo Kumoman Rural Bank Bomso branch and a FIFA at Samuel a FIFA. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Aseda and Koma Adwa Prebi. Adwa what again?
Me fa so me fa sa asem bi na esua kakra. Ohine wo kwa akura ye nkasa wo hine ye kasa wo kwa akura.
Na
eno an na me ka che wo.
Iceman de wo.
Me no mi ri de ye wu. Ye kwa akura.
Se me de mi susu me ya me so kwa akura se wu.
O ba kwa akura da sa o ti akunwa so.
Wu. Kumasi Catering Styles are proud sponsors of Akoko Abon. Kumasi Catering Styles say ho any baby e di ahoma ebusua. Na wo twa ba wie bia no anya hoho. Na wan kasa so pese okokoji wa home e beboa wo papa e reinvigorate you and mouth the verve and energy for the other day's work. Iti ho okwa e dan nyina emu soso pa. Sisi e Premier League e boy La Liga and all the international games and Russia almost attack Ukraine. Bibia ye live betimi ahwe almost DSTV channels no so timi so da ho e ma connected to the world. Kumasi Catering Styles e wo first class conference center fully furnished and state of the art furniture e wo. Na no so twam a ensuo ene kanea e wo 24 hours ensuo no de share ene de enwuno. Kumasi Catering Styles as wo baby a yetimi de treat ya pongo mo massage center. Aduane a wo pe Ghana de amanonde de wa wo kondo ka wo sa yema wo mo baby a ye pack cars eno no nyese wo wa na obi abeka tro say car with registration number 111 betu no obi atwu bia da bi Kumasi Catering Styles ho e special so nya baby pack okay ye na security no ye 24 hours mo CCTV cameras so ono ma e bia da na kwam ono ma ye fi a yesima wo fi kra na ono ma ye fi na de Kumasi Catering Styles ombesi ama ene dan bi wo so ye pie ne asa eno na busua nyina timi kokodem ijare nyina wo na wo da ho a ye mo aduane anopa e free besia da bia mutu session e Kumasi Catering Styles. Kumasi Catering Styles e Fuller Road ono any registrars general departments new offices ni di hwe anymore offer 03220 26506 03220 26506 na 0555 917084 0555 917084 Kumasi Catering Styles ewo High Court nechiwa Kumasi Catering Styles where comfort comes less omo na asoyas ne de dwedi e de ebrewo na no pay me very special guest honorable Kofi Amankwa Menu or a member of parliament Atwema Pawoma constituency in the Ashanti region, the Republic of Ghana, or a deputy defense minister Swafo abedi ekira wo hwe bambo so ewo Ghana ha na ne wenye ho adaje kakra na bedi nkomo kakra honorable Machiano Pain
you so okay
honorable me ho ye na so ho te say
nyame adom the way I'm see who there o look fresh pa
aduma
I say why cuz no t-shirt na show no cry for pa.
I say madam for me to say wa do fra brochi ba no de otobre me.
On dey say the see ya mana kwa brochi. Nyame ya dom na me so nye kwanya na kwa brochi am to bia bro.
So ko wa to bia. On de woye you ba no otobre me.
You know that me na.
O me kasa. Na no bu bisa o wan kasa no. Wo swa gina na odi no brofo di ni ma na say wo gina na wo sesa film Kofi Amankwa man, very African Ghanaian Ashanti name. Lovely name. Kofi Amankwa man. Brofo di ni say.
Oh, Mr. Namo brofo di.
Yeah, from say James.
I know na one person make.
You get what now the James.
There be
I can catch
me my brofo di ni Bible mu.
And the next semester.
There be
Edward.
Sylvester there be. I can't know there be how they go. What they do for because in fact, my show affidavit a year for and come in ho cry. Maybe I told her cry.
But why did you choose to do away with Obrofodin?
Because my mentor and the very person I looked up to in life, I don't know what Obrofodin were you free I know fire if you did. I am a papa.
Uncle Williams.
There we me papa.
Biological father.
Yes, he was my everything.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So no to na Obrofodin to tune ya no.
Your friend is
your friend Kwesi.
The Brofodin na say.
The me papa Brofodin. Ono de end meet me catch where I made the meet me. Ono de friend Peter John.
Peter John.
Amewu. There be where the Peter John Amankwa.
But I'm told say and I mean him say mentors also the president.
Oh yes.
I tell say what did Nancy Achepa?
Yes.
And also help can hunting now you. But so also not some time ago no the William. Or also so if you
in fact, me nene nante ya na me di Kofi. Na me year free order that.
Sir. Honorable Kofi Amankwa man ye das no ada dia no pay. Na o constituency what to say. Na no me kwayi o e can say in Kronoba ko so na wo kwan na de ye na ne motua say de adwo abeka no e ho na aka akra. Enti e na ekoso what to say o ho ye.
Oh, nyame adom. Ken meda wase na ma fa kwanwe so achia adehye a watchuma kwa ngoma nyina me mo bia chi. Me chia obia me mente asemboni bia nti me nim sa twuma kwa ngoma de obia ho ye. Na se de usikan ne yakwan no. Ye guso no kro nim nyame anim aba ye guso ayakwan no. Ye de bia me ma contract. Contractors no eguso kakra de yenso ye ne omo kasa ewachiri. Omo guso nti me fi se ekoye ye nyina nim se sikasem na eho aye den kakra but ye guso aye ekoye de me nim se atwuma kwa ngoma yakwan no ye behwe ni aye se de osikran no ani sese ye haw kese pa.
But ka wo ko ha ka kwara de mo aye o twemu akokosi can I say be kwai kwan no so main street no so otimi famo kwan no mu akokosi main but boboas road
in me nim ba bia wo ka free atwuma kwa ngoma so ye pa atwuma kwa ngoma so pa enti me nim ba bia angela wo de free
konkori king yes I line
e ho no de ya free da ban no etwam wo ha kokosi
the corner wo mfimfin ho no ma mon kam timu na yenye kakra
I hope for you and minua Dr. Stanamo
mon kam timu because ma ekwan no usefulness na
me we adwen pa because ekwan kama idru ho nko na akoye bibia o me no ya
ekro no cry dey sokoban ho
ho no mem se ho sokoban yeah
okay all right na say ewiase asem so say na hu no the cost we ewiase ama fuel prices cost ra ama say flight into or baby ni ade how does that make you feel
sabe
like me to be specific Russia Ukraine
ho minim say ho anso na wo de sabe already so before Russia and Ukraine normal best started no now there was so much heat in the world. Sure. Because of COVID pandemic. I feel na gradually we are say a free pandemic. Ana asa kwa kobase Russia and Ukraine in sensemi. Sabi emoy din kakra. Yen nyina yensu yenim Russia's contribution in terms of oil to the world. And until definitely a be affecting normal bebre ewo wiase. And Ubusa who said, why at this time? From pandemic, yeah, try to get out. Na yasa kwa kofa we. Enti yenu yanumu ya sebi. Omo to paye. Enti omo hu se if we are seeing here some great kakra na. What there consequences on the economies of the world. I mean, nobody can run away from it.
But how then will be true almost for now? Almost say, almost Ukraine for no, and now all my ya, and he said, oh my no, Ubia son Casanche Ukraine, Ubia directing the foot to Russia. Why are we not talking?
Just as Ubia directing the foot to Russia. Okay, not just a who say, Sabi, Ansana. And the world politics, say, in front say America, now say Britain, France, the so-called superpowers, they be on best starting work, kasa. Na e wodi omu gyina so, e wodi omu hu, omu nkasa akwa so omu kasa. Omu mfiti nkasa akwa, se omu kasa. And you say, e bi afutuo no ekọ baby baako a, na wodi omu gyina so nti a afutuo no ekọ baby baako. And definitely, I don't think, say, Ukraine, say, maybe wo ho na say omu ye na enye na say, we are seeing omo kasa omunchi, but there's a footwo no a particular direction. Na se be won nyina so nti a footwo no e direction.
Well, even as an best start, man for sending me pictures. If you persuasion, I just say, yes, oh my queen, so to be to me come fee. To no, the me pictures they been to Facebook near here.
Oh, Ken, my dear Tom said, Achama Kwangoma, Yakwine is always been a problem.
They say, especially Afasia Bon.
Afasia Bon, Equine, no credit, Afasia Bon, Quine. I'm saying, yes, this even reminds me of something I experienced one time. I'm saying, lady, actually said, oh, yeah, Jumawaha. In fact, I'm a chairman, Juma, but she called and I picked. In fact, Ken, the way I abandoned my casa, and it was very sad. It was below the belt. Also, yeah, Juma, me refinity.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. And me catch her and say, Mr. Owan, you be a one assembly a casa. Or sit there, binam so, me chairman, Chikakra. What do you need assembly in casa? Na yenshwe, se me ne bana me ne DC in so casa. Na yebeka itia pamona se beti mi ababeka abeye bibia. Nti me catch her so, achuma kwa nguma kradi. Your problem, really. And the answer she gave me was really below the belt. She doesn't care about Achumako. She cares about what you.
And what is the state of that? You see, a nipa be free na asenu. And they say, this is here. And can aram the better your area be very few. Obia be cantino. Afasia bon. What is the peculiar nature?
In fact, the last time I'm in DC Kasa, now the plan was that. Baby, I was our problems, no. Na assembly no grader. A grader name say na say. Inti no so okoyena ye de twetwetwa so. Say ye nyanye no tadi. Ye nye no said ye beya at least a whole very more trouble. In fact, me ankasa me call NDC candidate in the last elections. Or sa side or unti ne papa free mo na me kwa ye. In fact, me and Kasa me call and you see for man I'm catching DC. It's a coin biaso. A coin biaso. So any or wobosia cry was here kobo. Na ye de might be making sure says aquano a be more trouble to the extent a nipano faso at least nakuma a beto niyam. But no crane say me musano say akusi say. Inti yabaya ya bossing me busanene.
All right. Chief, I feel you share images from Ukraine. Oma esan akoni etututu nti omo free omo fie na omo pe baby akwa na ade a na very worrying nti bambo hu hia bambo abedi echi bambo so afọ abedi echi say na yen so no yesi boy ho ban especially your borders are yetete say nipa bonifo bi timi. And I say, creative problems. How safe are our borders? Deputy Minister of Defense.
I'm saying how safe we are. We are very safe. The fight your borders is
on paper
and yes, on paper and on a mebasi and red and red and red. In fact, and ran a war. Takradi. A baby drew her a homachia. Your man penny echo commission. 4 security vessels to protect our waters, especially our oil fields. 4. Your Volta and Cobra, Pra, and then there is another one here, the Insu, a popular river sea, and a tomb. And Raya, and the Akoko here. I'm sorry, I brought the Mefa brochure, Nibikra, Nanka Mesomede, Mount, Enra, and your Kutusa, and Amon. And even on the waters, no, a buying a 2 and Amon. Ye share your borders in Swa, Sisia, Sha, baby, I how no pa, a wapano, the northern borders, no, because of the southward movement of Sa jihadist groupings.
That's right.
Intimene Kase, a buying through the Ministry of Defense, Ashasie, ye 15 FOBs, forward operating bases, mechanics a mini kind of barracks, ye see across the northern borders. Teacher say they call extra and not just say
the FOB. No.
Okay, so what it means is that you have the FOB fully equipped with the state-of-the-art equipment, military accoutrement. Yeah, they call her with men. And at any given time, biano, instead say, hey, be a soldier for be a no more tamale, be a yadomo kumasi, there be. Say, sa FOBs are yen 15 in ano. We are going to have permanent men with accoutrement, just to man our bodies, to protect us from Sebi, Omwa, Omebeba Bedibone. And as you can answer, and yes, only men in uniform. There were intelligence officers also on the ground, 24/7. At least, yeah, soldier for penny for I'm a commander and for every other day, Omuwo, Northern Region. So one of these days when we are going on a visit, my person can be joining in, and then you go and see what is going on at the northern borders in terms of the construction of FOBs and how we are preparing ourselves against any possible from the north. I'm so one kasa you appreciate it better.
It's concentration in the north. How about west?
Concentration in the north.
What from the Kansas seas and the coastal area, granted, but other areas.
So. What I say. Even in the western side, your friend Krubi in Zolebo. I want to hear for Binibio. And no beboying to protect oil fields because if there is a problem, I will keep 3 points. That's a free chapter where your men no air stationer or they pop maybe oil fields no power. Say they are called Akoko Ben. And so say would you for baby to say Accra, for baby to say Aplau. Nina your men stationed there. And intelligence this time, the intelligence is working 24/7. And everywhere we are protecting everywhere. Say we are getting gadgets. Adiabaku. Under His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. Program be retooling the security agencies. Edward.
I'm not such as I say.
Sure. Yakasa retooling of the security agencies. Ebina Mekasa Enra, Yakokoye. Enra. In fact, from naval officers Nankasa Enum. Na bebre no na yeka vessel pana. Na bebre krano. Na really almost share denya experience with vessels. Mene wo kase Ghana buy top 5 fighter jets from the Czech Republic. Parliament, IEBBR, retooling no. You can't a true Ghana buying SSM. You can't equipment to really.
Yes, some meaning say, no,
Sabi, Debiano, in terms of your friend is saying development, in terms of even arms I use, and we are say Danny. And as I Oshe Tuya, Oshe Tius now Ukraine and Russia. One say soldier for no, and yet is a first now near quantity say wrestling no. And then to be near direction norma, then norma no eba. And she say we are siasa and norma sasa. And she said the norma is siasa no. Sana sebi.
A brochure even a
brochure no any.
Chief Pacho Jimami people. Pacho Jimami.
And she said one kasa will be who vessels are emre ya yero mampeni Akufo-Addo eko commission here. Chakrade. And to retooling it, we are retooling the Ghana security agencies in all aspects. A true, your friend is an abe for normal abe equipment. And then we put baby, every monitoring of our borders, no, you don't even need men to be present to our borders now. No. Yeah, almost BB say infrared, no normal into bit center and or a monitor. Pin a crowd drop our border or mobile. And in terms of armored vehicles, trucks, any sort of no Ghana buying SA Sikawo, Emma said the Beya security agencies ni no. And normal here somewhere back betim the year Juma. Ama bambo pa na here ewo Ghana no abano. Aban edisika egumupa.
Bihu GNS Volta, GNS Densu, GNS Pra, and GNS and Cobra.
Yes.
We in the South for this.
Yes. Yes.
You know, Nina, but could be a baby before France. Nina, be water crowd. Oh, the GNS also say there.
There.
GNS.
Ghana Navy.
Ghana Navy.
Ghana Navy.
I didn't know where they are.
Ana yede nso sebe ye nyina nso ya ene enipa ahye da se omo esemi se nso sebe ya bo ho ban na nanom abo ho ban se nso we ni anom de aboye bra ani aba bedu se
it is a versus nyaade ekopenam na abre be de nam na chese ebo
yes
ye ehwe se nipa bonfo bi ba
precisely na ye oil fields no so abo ho ban ye pa aman.
I see. Yeah, now we can say your physical presence or baby now infrared and other gadgets near the monitor. The one now can
yes. Now me can say nese wo baby security no adru no. So say Porto say Becca say I high tech. Enti normally bi no akonanim bebre. Enu nti say bi a wo tena wo dadam. Na say bi a tete no na tia boyfriend na wo use a. Say nese wo ko use tia boyfriend me tia boyfriend wo ko use a obi gina baabi anu abetutu e de abo. Enti emre atwam a sabe ewiase e dane no. Ghana so e wo se yetimi e dane ye ho bi. Na ye pe enoma ye betimi. So wo hwe sa enoma we a de wo hwe ya. I mean a very fast a year e betimi a move we bre. Hwe sa ayi vessel na wo ne picture no. E betimi ama page. E betimi ama men stay on the sea for 30 days. Omo masa so. 30 days they will be in there.
Usome.
Yes, 30 days.
And that's how when buffer stock for the bay you.
Buffer stock. Buffer stock for
say Johnny I be come na the way 30 days then the
pass. Na 30 there be na ship here e dey normal bay. I see poso chain. So more kwa o stock food. Everything is in there.
I see.
E more for year pa. E more for year. A state of the art vessel now from Israel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Chief, but yeah, never bamboo somewhere. Yeah, na quite careful in discussing them, especially Sraf for said you come oneself. Say now, more ministry no more feeling.
What question you?
Say defense and a bamboo one somewhere. Yeah, na the can. Yeah, very careful. The titu ne Sraf for ankasa, a soldier for ankasa. There's also say really careful. Be person do some ministry no. How do you feel? Say now saying social media. Timi one for timi social media. They can someone say be a woman nim enya no prayer and I say egu soldier for and I say bambo ho fi etwe won anim onyamba from. How do you feel?
Aya na eya rehosem kakra. Eye arehosem kakra. Because if Otunase now what the wo dire son is you denigrate the Ghana Armed Forces, you do that, putting the entire country in risk. Because the Ghana Armed Forces now is the last pillar standing. It is the last pillar standing. Now and also interest Sabi soldier for no so nipa. Omu nipa to say training and omako through. But obi no matter how long I'll be training no. Sabi owo ayi kakra ewonimu. Enti main so main kase bia the soldiers no be nyinara ana bia ye wo ba ko mienu bi wo mu a sabi omo ebeye bibia emfa kwan mu. But the way yesika soldier for asem esi denigrate omo. I think that as a country we must be very careful. we must be very, very, very careful. Because I am sure you are money in any domo koto asemu. Ebi wo na sa wotia aya na how kakra ewum. Because so jamu no se bibi simwa the sort of investigation any sebe asotwe a ye de ma se soldier force e bia bone no fault ni free soldier for asotwe a ye de ma om. You have no idea. You have no idea. But sebe said you will see air cano. Eye adwuma bi nso a each and every minute bia no nipa na omu wom no ehia high spirit. I was so moral no e wo eso. Enti sebe enye nipa bibi ni bia na ye de beba beto fom a ebema sebe abambu aba. But so jeni eye boni a empanifo twenaso. Mtwenaso.
I see. Inti Ghana soldier for are they happy?
Ghana soldier for they are very happy. They are very happy. They are very, very happy. They are very happy. Because when you're a buying, sebe, a dear what the year, Juma, says, what ye, Ken. The amount we are Edward Pa, Ken of the Airwaves, said the Sikano.
Private chief.
Oh, yeah,
private chief.
Private chief. Hey, after chief, no private room. I would do if you're going to
say, if you don't call no one, so I made be a private chief.
Dear amount, Sebi, umuye du, no, wakadia wo de ye adwuma so eno na ma wo kasa sebe oni ekoba bia na se wunya omanpanyi bi a wakadia wo de be ye adwuma ehu hia no obepese sebe wadwuma a wo ye no so no obesiesie no ma ama sebe de wo ye wo ahenha wa na chese wo ankasa no sa omanpanyi no o ma won so ho ahenha ama wadwuma a wa ye no adwuma de se wo ye na se wo na kade na se wo ye kra wo ye with happiness. Soldier for ewe ni jim.
Na say obeti anu so no obi aka. Na say o yenyeku, yemaku mra. Yemtu abangu. Yeah, soldier for no tia say.
You see, sa kasa no, kasa. In fact, my comment wa honda.
So,
aya na me busa say omo a omo ka ku no. Aya no mu ni made e friend ku. Omo ni made e friend ku. Me fu say bi a omate senkrofo oka ana omo ka bi. Ana say bibia si wo Burkina. BBS wo ebia Guinea Bissau na ze Guinea ana ebia omo kan bi but adia ye friend ni coup pa no ebia omo nim coup ken meti hey I have lived a coup d'etat at least twice in this country enti adia ye friend ni coup dia me enya adia me bom pa ye se coup
na se soldier for no tia
sabe how
say na omo
soldier for no tia how and most of them
it is said ye be suppress wo say wo na dwuma a wo ye ni yes wo bi aba wo no aba be tu aba na je say akoye say
woni mini soldier for mpanimfo bi hia on this school if ni edin komo yeti omo ba office na yedin komo enti me ba koye no say na nkrofo omo keka say kra no omo ni made omo ka de ana osre no wo so niti asem o kan ni say nyankopon fo mbo ni nchom but they don't even know what they are wishing for this country. Why coup?
And you lived through 2 coup d'etats. What happened?
1979 and then 1981. Ken many on I'm hone efe o. Anyi me hone efe. 1979. Menim there say ebia ohun ya. Na Ghana na nipa date se nkoko. Nipa date se nkoko. Yen nyina ye ndim nsam esi wo Ghana.
Now
Sometime na mete me wakra. Yes, na me wakra. Na mete da kuman. Okompe esrowa se wonim ho ya. E ho na mete. Ebo 6 se ebo ebia 4:45. Na se wo kromo a. Ken ba bia wo bia no. Ene age so okope ba bi. Sebe ekohye. What you must hear? Yes. Hwe ema yakayaka dia ye de Ghana for fam enam coup d'etat anti families bi wo honoma obi wo honoma sebe ekwan ya ne papa efam na busuani bi fam free mu kra no onim dia ne be ye ya e wo wi asesa onim 1981 me papa no ye na adwuma. My father was invited to come to the Gonda barracks. King Adie bechiama me papa Gonda barracks no. The man never slept.
Pedi ya wati wonsa bonkumi no no say papa is so jeni that time no.
Mini. Aha. Ento minimu de menko busa ne ejo. Ana wa ko bubu ko
Obetero.
But say bia ohun bi o.
Ohun bi.
Aha.
Ohun ga krasa no embarrass boy.
Enti se sebe. Enne wotena ho na asomdwe ayenya. Me sorry anopai ana maba ha yo. Anka bia se sa time no 6 to 6 a. Anka want me metna studio nya.
Debi.
Want me ma. Enti se obi sorry na se onim na se okeka nsam a opa really obusa ho se akwai wa Ghana ni anaso ofri mu ene bae no ni masam wa
say akwai fashion so out of Africa, so why don't we join the craze?
Oh, fashion.
Yeah,
this is not the Ghanaian. This is not what Ghana we fashion we anya Ghana anya fashion ni o na obi busa masem bi efa sa kuku nsam okay so wo hwe nsam a AC or other countries are omude eye omukuku ya enu bi na esi wo Ghana enti yes any amankwa manu nya adwen enti enye ku doesn't even make sense enipa what one masade we kra about him
that's a member of parliament says so na ya how concerned are you say basse emra edi nipa bi a fan say isusu say wa born etimu po na waka bi bisa say kaso yembusa na samwa na more politicians and so no the politics. How concerned are you?
Winning bibi maminka se intro and then I'm say ya wada na me ne panyi ba from the other side na ye dim komo fasa and somewhere wonim say ku esi wo Ghana omo ye mobo pa ewo mu pa parliamentarians omo ye mobo pa there were three arms of government you know there were the executive, the legislature and the judiciary. Se kuba executives no omo ho emu nipa nesesa executive no emu nipa nesesa judiciary yenka omo kra o and so there be a ku bebe bia the first arm dissolve parliament legislature. And if there is a coup today, everybody in parliament, not just the parliamentarians, but every worker in parliament.
The media also suffer.
Media suffer.
Sure.
But most of our media still are some of
they shut you down.
But what
they shut the radios down.
Okay.
They shut the newspapers down.
Thank you.
And then there is no
thank you very much.
You know.
As someone may catch a penny is a penny. So if there is a coup d'etat today, share around. What it means is that everybody in parliament, not just the MPs, 275 MPs on the floor and a sofa, but every employee of parliament, a sofa. Your dreams are dear way home. As some will be an anokacha mse kofi, omo ayana omo kaseno, ebiana omo susa. Now what you will say, workers nankwa. Yeah, watch chamber had 275. Yen in answer cranny a bit here and was a there is a poor. Maybe I condemn 30 days. And Sunny bit here and was him. Ebia, Uboni Awaya and say, you are representing the good people of Achumakwangma or Quada. So that will be your only crime. And Sunny be a year one was him. Ne nipana or Casa Kuno. Say, Ebia, ne papa, and nani mammy be. At the parliament will be, and I will say, Etonwa. Ebi anko dano desumie so anko bedwin.
Honorable Kofi Amankwa Menu, Deputy Minister Defense, Member of Parliament, Achumakwa Ngoma. Me pese ye ni na politicians na ba be ye o mo debate. Onye politician. Defense one no. Oh wow. Yeah, now say politics kakra be free mu kakra because na nkomo we dia ye nim da ye betimi awi but ne se wunim say once say are be mamna o ye beye dia mame amenka nche for the intwa nkomo so afari military hospital
afari here
pa because
the middle was
the bia ya kan the way for the cover ba and anke dey call yi cancer say we are and ye fa ko na say
the way afari who see here no
ehia Ghana for
na men so titru ehia me papa
it is a state bene
23rd na da
Watching Central for
my. About 23rd na da
23rd na
was it a Wednesday? I think Wednesday. Wednesday 23rd. Wednesday. Yes, 23rd. Wednesday. Yane Eurojet, the contractors of project, In fact, a meeting Attorney General's Department. Sika na omo peno aban atwam kase na. Yetna say
because your fans say 100% aban atwam say.
Oh, 100%. I mean, in terms of percentage, aban atwam about 65%. Dear Akano, Yeguso, any omo kan waso. Into almost so asha ye boss omo boabo omo. Yame aduma 7th of March. Omoba site finally. Na say omo equipment need say bebre wo say da wo call yes into omoba normal ba start here installation. Enti ade omo ayetin say they are clearing the site. Enti yame aduma 7th of March.
Yes, if you already obeta aba ona. Say wa ga so aba be so supervisor.
In fact, omoba ya me ba be da ho because he hear me pa. Because me nua oye MP wa twuma nwa Biaja South no. Djuma onu ankasa kra odi di mi wo sa djuma no ho.
Honorable Anre.
O ka bibia wontie o.
How you correct o?
O say,
"Oh, you correct papa.
Me nua panyin no ntimi nka na chi asembode da.
O ka kra me so mempene. Because me ankasa.
Ala me nua no me so me bɔ no ho ba pa ntimi nka ne ho asembode.
Me ankasa me ye witness.
Enso ade ba ko na me srɛ so.
Because da bia no asem bia ya na papa ye ote nchen e de take no. Ya na me so me on the side. Gihok distilleries baby e wo no. Ono ne dia. Papa ya o say ono ne constituency ne wo. Me say me support you sir. You're a good man, so let's continue.
But minua no, we minua panyi. Doni pa na o ya ade bi ma ne ye me ya. O kwa no otunfo.
Oye, na be na net parliament.
O konkran. O kutaka konkran, me nkutaka. Me metra ne ka mo o si debi. Wan fa me
na say wo de wo asoja for mo fanka.
Debi na soja otu anu akoka che soja ni se fam konkran.
Chief, ya nya sorry so say mo party no nkomo ayeko so no ehu. Say obvious say the binum crasi chinchina twan say Ghana say ye kono mfie ngotwe ntine mfa ho na adwuma amoaye mfie ngotwe no asom nko yesi mo party for na ankasa nso so pipia mo ankasa mo atiko se mo nko ititu party chairman for ene ye kan say MP for won nyina say mafia games amobo ne ade ene mo ho keka wo parliament ne ade mo ko opposition discuss.
Well, may I disagree with Omo fu say Obia di 8 years. Enti say wo ye adwuma pakra 8 years no. E wo say woko. I disagree. Because adwuma sabi MPP no. And then you see and baby a ye wo sisi no. Ken say ebinom e wo aban mu na nke wo baby e wo ya. Wan hwe ya nke be hwem ne edi o. Because ebinom akonyo ma betena so da. Yehu adwuma a omo yeye, yehu omo sa no adwuma, yehu baabi omo de edruye. Men kase sebe ewo eso ne go Ghana ye nyina ye no. Enne ewiase nyina ayehye. Ewiase ayehye papa. Enti sebe. Ewiase ayehye a ye nyina ye titum. But e no nkyere se ewiase ayehye kra no hwe adwuma a ye wurakufu ado. Eye ye wurakufu ado ne naban. Eye hwe adwuma asebe ekoso. Enti so bitna baabi no oka se Obia di 8 years. Is it all about say what now so 8 years? Enti say wo ye adwuma pakra akọ. I don't share in that view. Now said the wusi can say party for ana party bia. Many ake party bia.
Kwada so yete se mentimi ho ase eba ho.
Yes.
Atwuma nwa bia Janet atwuma kwangoma na.
Atwuma kwangoma meka sin bia chro. Na eye me de pa so se me de mete wa fidie so. Party ahyehyemra say ya my forms monye forms na monko forms no egu party office wo a wo peko na kofa bi obetimi tena ba bi ka say me de meye fake forms na me de aba tieni ye meye fake forms na me de aba
fake forms ono no sa no obeche no we
wacha mankrofo afele de aba akoye stamp de attach etimachiri eba ya na mpanyimfo nso tena ase ana omu hu fake forms ni na ken it's now already so what is wrong is wrong
Yes, obi a fake form.
Yeah.
What more hunipa pro as law abiding.
Thank you. Ɛhɔ na mekɔ no.
Ɛdeɛ na asɛm yɛ.
Ɛhɔ ana mekɔ no. Mpanyinfoɔ yi saa fake forms no afiri. I am going to pursue this case to its logical conclusion because MPP yɛdemra and a teacher MPP. Obi a ɔde fake form by bia mete wafidie so. Election committee. Ɔmo asɛ ɔmo no ɔmo yɛ nyinaa me nhwɛ bi. Mete baabi na me nso mehwɛ.
We a member.
Menya member. Me wɔ rep also. Now my catch them. Say, look, this fake form issue, we have to deal with it to its logical conclusion.
More report to the police.
Oh, you Omuchibi Akoko police station. Omuchibi. Ana bebre so omahu. And I have told them, say obia okuta fake form biano. That person does not deserve to be a polling station executive for the MPP because I nipano on your law abiding. Forms no crap party in the bar. Ebi go and see akọ print fake.
Yes, say obi a obe party no. Na party chairman executive election committee for us there. Omo play games.
It is not true. Party office. Obi okọ ebi a de ma omo. Obi okọ ebi a de ma omo. And on what basis? And I will print fake form. Ken, I would deal with this thing to its logical conclusion. Because sabe, mensu mi yamra bi mesu yamra, entiment na se e ma me backyard. I will not do that. Obi odi fake form by ebia. Makache committee members no. Because omo anye the needful. Omo ankasa will fight them.
How would you fight them?
Yes, I will take them on. Because no man omo do me.
You have disappointed
the constituency.
So how also be with a fake form a police or something?
Precisely the point.
What can say you will deal with it to its logical conclusion?
Yes, it's
like you have the power in your body.
I don't have the power. See, I don't have the power. But what is wrong? It is wrong. Me MP for the constituency. Me mrenimuni. I know what the law is. And no se sebe omo e wo se omo etu anamon ema yede omo di fake form by no emra ne omo adi no se omo entu sa anamon na metu sa anamon no. That is what I mean by dealing with them to dealing with the issue to its logical conclusion. Metu anamon no atwuma kwa ngoma yentena ho emma sebe obi emfa ekwan bone so emme frofro atwuma kwa ngoma ensemo da bi. Forms ni go wo a open no akwa akwaje bi.
Ministry of Information ne Finance to an amount so educating crowd wo who here say e-levy Ghana beji atum na area adwuma. So part be na wo play atuma.
Oh, akwanya bia menya bia e-levy no akwanya bia menya bia. Okay. Sabe me name adehye ekasa. Ehia say ye beji e-levy no atum. King, e-levy, me menya a finance person. But so busabia e-levy, a tax be a me who say an optional tax. A optional tax.
Opa no tria.
That's
a tax be optional.
Well, tax be o hono mo to say VAT. E be as a VAT there. Obekwa akoto aduane adi. Enti e be a wo kwa akoto adi no ba e de we dey aduane.
E be a mo didie no na o ba ye ba bia e wo choba de uze.
Me no nyina nim say choba. Na the papa mu pa no choba kra sen ko mu ji omo tax yi asen ka VAT kra wo so mu tua o. Papa mu pa no. Enti akwanya bi a me ba ma me nkasem bi.
Yes, me.
Sa va yi levy a ye nuanom NDC for edru ba bi a aya na ya rehosen. Omo manifesto 2020 manifesto. Section 8. Subsection 7. Ohwesi hwe ade a ewo sa wo wa sesi a kọ na wo de kan ma me e bia na brofo na mente hwe ade a ewo enti ade ntina
ade na wo
yes me phone we e be my phone me reading na me dia choose it here me reading na me kakra bi na me reading na me fan show e bia me nimu de brofo no ana e bia mente your friend is Kingsley de omo te brofo nti e bia obetumi a chechire me mu ye me dey just me free atwuma kwa ngoma nti bia na me brofo ne nka papa
sabu atwaba wa mo ne kwara so mbo ehie
ye no mbo hye aso obusa na obeka so otikrom chen
so ana no Prempeh College is in the constituency.
Oh David what the first idea obetin
beti say
Prempeh College
is kwara so constituency.
And
I say it with all the conviction like
when we are talking about people who went to the school, we are talking of Prempeh College. The school. We have two schools in Ghana. The school and the rest of the schools. Mami Shisham Fama. Can me conference me more? Ko school papa.
Oh, baby, now also record there now, mama. What I go for look you can am slave.
Oh, be ya na fe makwa kwenya asem.
Who can now who now the entrazo?
There be measure the amount. Measure no kind the amount pa. Measure no kind. Omo angaza manifesto. And now can obi say oh your manifesto no de wada. Measure the amount, okay? What dey say me share no the man who am man kase bi okra eye. Thank you. Omo manifesto, financial inclusion and electronic payment under fintech. Omo manifesto. This is section 8 of their manifesto. Subsection 7C. Or say the NDC or say introduce a uniform transaction fee policy to guide the electronic payment industry. Where omo manifesto? So will be a BA. Okay. Who will be a BA? I want to make an amount.
Me be.
Aha, and make an amount. Omo Ankasa manifesto 2020. What are they telling us? And do they have a problem because NPP is introducing say share the volume of money momo and nam momo so according to the finance minister from I think 75 billion in 2006 it's gotten to 950 billion. These are monies under normal circumstances and but they say a transaction on the momo your friend is saying electronic platforms. And then why would you to say ye wo an agency VAT sebe no mo to and then and now transaction ken say obi tadia most payments are done via electronic obi ko tua VAT wo baby obi an ko tua VAT wo baby and how do we get sasikaya and kebeko sapi how do we get sasikaya? I am not a finance person, but really, and we are saying,
Chief, by a way, enka barista ankeya hit the road running. Say bia mumubi no maybe a more yes a free parliament na more
bodin na me ye mubi me there be a parliament with you.
Kinsley Yako say,
Kin say there be all. Busa no say there be on humia.
Na hwana ya on time.
O say
man in time.
Now when I come asem na was ye mubi. Enti me when
I one session krananka speaker per se or put question nothing na ketesen kamuwi but say na mubi mind you know.
Minim sabe ebia na wo na wo nipa no
constituency member of parliament.
Why?
Domi Kwabenya.
Yes. I no correct. No ni ho.
Na no correct say.
I no correct says or no be Ottawa parliament. I no correct ba ko be. I no be Ottawa parliament.
But yes say muntimi nya ho hwe. Matisa na bo muntaka say you can try. Muntaka mo yi na dikra na. No no just say mo de no ba yes privileges committee ni ade you won't get the vote. So and
you say Mami Musa say
sorry when I'm Musa questions. This a we me diana.
Yo. But then can we say me nua muntaka. After there, see cry more than they bereaved.
Why?
Say the others say almost support to Adwana.
Now why now the bobo no say ongo a ompe.
So and say almost support.
Some say ongo dia.
And the cost na Adwa de omu ni mu bia na.
Mo say ongo dia obepe.
Yo. So I'll say ntimi nya ho hwea. When we get to the bridge, we will cross it.
Yen cross the bridge no kwa atuma. Me time na so far see ye kase wo kufia mampamen afi ene echi a ukọ mrase bedwami e die na sese na atuma kwa ngomafo e kase wo do wo say si so se wo bae na mo a wotu a wetimi aka bi a kire
yo ken meda wase bebre me kase me bae 1 year mu ani 1 year and some few days because you swear me in 7th of January. But me kasha me nyankopon mu nyam say so far what I have been able to do in Achuma Kwangoma no me ankasa me tenase na se me hwe me book compo hwe me chi na me assessment I am happy with what I have done. Metimi akase
have you done?
Ano na me basu. Every town, every village in Achuma Kwangoma.
How many towns and villages do you have?
About 64. I have touched almost every town or village. Na eno kra de menkɔ eno ho bebre. De meka enne me ne wo kasa yi. Me ne ekronu nipa bi ko bi akasa. Wokɔ ampa ba me number 1 almost school ye 16-seater toilet. Wokɔ da school dan ya abubu ye renovation. Wokɔ da friend say jeche almost so ye 16-seater toilet e di amount. Na no krampo enanchen. Recently ya ye enra echi ye. Ye nyina ye
enra echi ya na wo so wo takrade asay.
Enra na me takrade nye enra echi.
Enra echi na we.
But kasa na meka no eye tree na meka no. Kasa yes eye tree. Enti I'm being metaphoric here.
So na num obi.
Enra echi ya ye nche ye bia be na wotwe mienu na wotwe ye echi. Me ye bibi e watwema kwanma. I have done 2 things. Na meka mu asem kakra. Ye nyina enim se MPB a common fund. Atwema kwanma afi MP's common fund na menyae no maboaboa no mankasa ke sebe me koda na me sori a makasa me kwa akoye we wa ha me koye we wa ha. Me free assembly members nyina na omu hyiae. MP's common fund no ya che based on the size of your electoral area. Every assembly member biano e wo sika with the assembly coming from the MP's common fund. Se wo hia bibia bi anamon bia ubetu looking at the size of sika wunya no. Obi because baby wo ha be come say hia e bia water tank. Baby wo ha om say hia 100 bags of cement. Say sika no e wo ho. Wan kasafa koto na assembly no e satisfied with that dia wo de say sika na ya na assembly no atua woka. Ekwan ya ye fa so ayusu MP's common fund. Ana me dia ma e wa atwema kwanoma afei dia toso bio ye nyina ye nim se wiase obi wo hono ma na hoode pa ejina ansa no adwuma so enipa 102 ana mafa wo mu 102 no mama obi a machine ana ya pe masters e wo electoral area no bia omutinsa yetua omokwa akosua adepam free. And no enanchen sa nipa 102 including the masters about 45 yedo mu nyina ekọ Kumasi Technical University ekọ kire wo mu sesebe wo ye adwuma ade e ma wadwuma edimu ade e ma wadwuma etumpon yedo mu ekọ kofa asantete anim asa aka ni nyina me fae ti nipa 102 medo mu egu adesuam eno ye nsa no adwuma o na se ye kopre adwuma the kotoka se me be kan white collar job enu de ene boburuja na me say 4 years ane e de amame e wa atwema kwanoma na 4 years no ebedru no da bia me kasa ya na nkofo e kasa ebusa me the next elections because the next elections I don't have control over the next elections. What I have control over is the work I will do.
And Kofi Amankwa livelihood empowerment.
Thank you very much. Calm livelihood.
Kofi Amankwa livelihood empowerment.
Yes, empowerment project. Okay. Enye sebe eno nko a ene ade a ewo nhyehyeye a sebe ewo maniso. Na megina kwanya so na mada menuanom a omo Kumasi Technical University. Dr. Foko and Dr. Sapon no mas papa.
Dr. Smart Sapon.
Yes. Omo eboy because da yeso ne ba na me ankasa me first vice. Your friend Ochematin. Sabe me catch said this is what I intend doing. A futu any normal omode ebaye no. Sisia no we are looking at said the BCI ye be expanding. Ye omo a pese obi o ho na bi o pese sabe osua ka ho adwuma ye wo me kamensa se me ye lala subila kakra. Omo so no me pay equipment because ni nyina said the MCC can be better me catch retooling of the security agencies. Ken sa wo de nipa ne kotro adwumam na se wotu nitinsa na nakade a wo hia se bia ya de pam na se machine wan fa ama no a sabe kodwo konso no gina nkwantia me pe sa akade no gina etu kwan emre bi me kokodi sabe mechanics omo tools ho nkomo me pe ho sika me nya mekwa akofa ba omo pese omo ko sebe isam ho adwuma eye eno so yeguso de ye dane no ahwe said ye see at the better. Enti when is our livelihood project no empowerment project no. This is all it is about. Said ye be ya atwuma kwa ngoma adehye sebe omo so ebenya omo sa no adwuma na omo so
atwuma kwa ngoma eso papa na said ye AC develop no We name Quackra, one more develop constituency. I mean, I say, Kumasi, run a air drift, Ubia Atras, or Ubia AC Dio, be a car quite fat. Now I'm off Ubisa. I don't know. Said the obviously go about the whole thing. Oh, I said, who, now, kind on your son.
I can't hear how can was me. I am the
But I should the woman is our problem, no.
but I am the pass minia cannot hear. Who bet me a busano on one casa? Meneno Eshia. Acquire what quadra so, any achumaquangoma, Meneno, Yananti ebiso. Sabe yeka yahu deni adwin abom because sabe senyansa entibaako for etimo. Enti say bi a quadra so obi bi a ye betimi asua me mani ngusa mekwa akosua. Sanso na me ogidie ze ono za achumaquangoma obi bi obesua. Ono nso nani ngusa obesua. Meneno mienu etu anamon anante ekwan ni bi so ehwe sede ebe ya ye betimi. Enti yakwan ne de menka se akwan no sebe da bia meka megitum se eno ene me haw yeguso so etu ho anamo yeguso etu ho anamo na meka chachuma kwanwo afo se omonka omo akoma ento omo yem because akwan ni bi wo na se wan kasa akofa so na se me ko deche akwan ni nyame anim me ba ya na me frɛ DC because enkrofo bi tu anwea e wo ho baabi na se omo ba dust no ai wo kwan so no sebe I'm catching DC. So we need to take a decision on this. Because that's a dozen dodo. And he that says, tracks in a fashion, send your mobile water pan cry, am I say 3-4 times a week crana, at least. Because almost so fashion a your business. And we need to have innovative ways. Sebe, young prof so mohono, almost a bit me a bomb buying a free yariwa, say from a friend is saying, dust. I was here to me a tusa na mono. And ye idea media to DC nanim. Me wo GTS or no so a drum will catch him. Say on this or more or more use big tracks no or no or more Asia at Chinkomo. And me assure say we will find a way in the interim. Na yet to me at two, but at Chumaka and Oma Quine ye. A idea means a punu bia majin a biano. The boom said the beya at Chumaka and Oma Quine son. Sebe a buying so a bit so free. Bebre now so the Adiama contract. Be brain na near the ama contract. But you go so can once them say fancy casemuno contractors no so bet me a oma holding ye bepeja na yetimi aya.
All right. So minister na ho ye de.
A minister. Oh, na ho ye papa. No na me na autocrat.
Oka no achi anama.
Mechi anama.
Iti anapa.
Also who me minister na also adana siama. Because that be a me kase me so fortunate.
Why is it President Mama?
Why
is it President Mama?
Or you're fortunate.
Oh, but he said,
well, maybe I may
the luckiest it was also the luckiest deputy defense minister.
Well, maybe the luckiest. And in fact, if there is a word like the most luckiest, America say me the most luckiest.
The most luckiest.
Because I am lucky to be working with a minister who is forward looking, a minister who is all embracing, a minister who is loving, a minister who listens. Until I wake up every morning going to work in happiness. And no ne ade ame manager ho. And also who me minister dan asemami. Se Kofi Amankwa menu betina we fidie so. Se adwuma a one ne ye nyonkofa a one ne wo no. Ono so di na me dan.
Facha mi so MP Bimbila.
Bimbila, yes.
43.
Oh, 43. Uka na hwe me minister ni woni so ko school ho obeko school akogai.
Me me busa se 43.
43 ba.
Say they okay what?
What say?
They okay what?
Minimum dia but me den kra na e ma.
What?
Yo,
yeah, that's your pay.
Honorable
Deputy Minister Defense.
Honorable
Kofi Amankwa Menu. Uti, Abon Hello 101.5 FM 0265170336. Must keep trace house on here. Mama Tene, confirming Kratu. Me ba Honorable Kingsley Nyako, Member of Parliament for Kwadaso constituency. Also na Chairman of FIAM or your NDC constituency Chairman in Shiaso. And a lawyer, Kwame Adolfo, private legal practitioner, Kumasi. Meba.
Yo, guy, how's business? Me, I'm just going. No rest.
These days, we don't just drive around without a plan. You've got to work smart. You're still hopping from one app to another.
I stay fluid. Here, there. Problem?
Yeah, problem. For you. Because only drivers using Uber are paying 5% less service fee.
5% less? No way.
Ha! Uber reduced the service fees to 20% from 25%. I just cruise and earn because Uber's got me covered. Don't be all over the place. Choose Uber and do better. Register to drive with Uber, the world's leading ride-hailing service. Now with a reduced service rate of 20% instead of 25%. Earn 5% more today. Sign up now.
Hey, unyami wache. Only chihe. Me ko Kumasi Catering Rest House. Ma wo bi na mkwemu ba. Me ko pe baby on bed dam o masuma ntu o. Kumasi Catering Rest House. Oh yes. Kumasi Catering Rest House. And oko wache ana. Se o ma se mo ko na different level kra. Obeje di say anopa no du na fufuo. Ene nkwa e ope di bia ye ready. Wo mo say serve continental dishes nyina bi e ho. Na oni grow akwasie da bia. E ho ana amanfo kotena. Edi mutuo eni tize papa bi. Kumasi Catering Rest House mutuo special. Wo mo mutuo eni wo tize tene di eye super. Shano so say Kumasi Catering Rest House. Esan ye door to door delivery service. Kumasi a ope baby pa edi wuti ato a sudwe wom. Na ope aduane pa edi ama ho atode a. Eno ani Kumasi Catering Rest House. Say eni customer wo mu ni say o ma sand laundry abeka wadwuma ho. Eno ti o pese o kosi uniema. Fabric Kumasi Catering Rest House. Ni etwa ni yopo ema. Na me nim say Kumasi Catering Rest House. E wadum Kumasi High Court achi. Registered General Department new office ni hwe ni mu. Ehwa Ofri Bank of Ghana usani tu ase onuma. Kumasi Catering Rest House ni. Fra omo e was 03220 026506 ana 0555917084. Kumasi Catering Rest House. Yete so yedi kan ye koda dada.
Akoko Abon kokroko ade chibia Ghana man betum pon wane gina wo mamba pa wo dwene Ghana ho kane Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana man MPP se ye ne wo sunu kokroko a wodi ye chi asuo nkam NDC akataman so okata ne maso CPP se ye ne nanan makoko nyina manyuku no PNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ne hunu amagawo ho ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo Hello FM so memenda no pa bia no siampa imukosi nonkro Akoko Abon eyegigi
abusu aya saba bi ye ne deputy minister defense ne di nkomo o kire nura de koso ewo mampeni aso ya na se adwuma mampeni kokudi ye ewo second D na ne constituency asem ne bambo ho nkomo so ye twetwen kakra every do say politicians na etnase na lawyer o di nkomo chairman afayam
Kinedwe.
Well, say, oh, sister, now, oh, true. I did my day now, see.
Oh, David, Kinedwe. Send me who and many aji.
I will press also book there.
Yamiadum, Bonnie Bien.
Yes, I feed us to capture in the mutan, I would to know.
Hey, my main referral as MB. Make in 2012 na President Akufo-Addo call Western Region, ho baby. Na, in Komodi, Memso, Kofi, Division, and Musu, say, this time the Obetani water region into the World Bank was that will be a tsunami. Anyway, but
the 2% what they say.
Oh, some person just said. So if you want to be honest, it shall also the stronghold of the MPP.
Until
you bet me aye jumaden. So now we will need an extra energy to say about over. It is said the Okwaji Ketu South seat unless you don't want to be truthful. One say 7. Some may be 10 days. Oh, JICC, ya JV. Man, you careful the next time. I can't assume the crowd be any meaning. JICC seat is strong for the NDC, MPP. But you bet my head, you madin. And a close to Gabon. Now say the amount for lose confidence in the government. My say no, this time around, yes, NDC.
Amount for lose
confidence in the MPP.
How?
Oh, second aid. The washer persuade we are. In fact, no more day.
Quite so.
Quite be so. Say, yeah, President used to President Kufuor Yastika. I was sitting there to a bar. And yet, this idea in Cordia. And can you come in Blick and I cry and can you share no near the Akoko to a bar? And yet, the partisanship to India. And can you so you just sit in the way. But on the politics and the dynamics in the door. But my teacher, Dr. Sapo, with you. What I'm for? What's in the catcher?
Oba the mention.
Oh, my mention.
Oba mention.
What I'm for?
Last we share with Kufu. That also the matter. Dr. Sapon.
Say, extra say.
What another question on it?
Cancel that.
Another question they were never free. Dr. Sapon.
So we need to do it.
We were fat.
So we need to.
Minimum
because also we share.
Yeah, the woman say. Ediabetina or say a month for lose confidence.
Oh, it's you. I'm a free one.
Me personality.
What's you?
What's up?
What's you? So, who send this way? Father of the radio.
Nyameboa war in Sukubu the war many jeje.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes.
Oh, can you the men kasa?
Yes.
So, into one coffee ho. One could take pictures.
They will be watching the same go take pictures.
They say one necessary. When you saw the next day, you will be free. And some are okay. And the American is okay. In fact, environment now you won't see no environment ayakono.
But say you say worldwide. I mean,
worldwide.
And the petrol bore. And so what the Ghana there compare other countries? We are not that bad. And the availability of it, yeah, bad. Ubi or person who be able to at the kuntia.
Na Canadian.
And na David na air cost a 2 strange entity.
Bibia,
for instance.
Na nebo ayedi. Bibia kosoro Ghana. Say ye pese use ye pese according to politics pa. Nka the MPP omuni Nigeria so because oti president Akoko that ka oman nu ayedi. Ni oma bo ayedi ne. Who say sansem no ka e hye dipa nkran mu say uba obeya aginkwa. Nti say make ne do over promise me. Na mo mtimi me de say oh e bia nyame ya adoma akene next week. E bia o de me call bia US. Me prepare e bia me o de me yere me ne me yere vacation. Na wa sack me up me ni agise. Na makobo me yere ma ni say next week na afi de bedu ho. Na kene do it. Want me cry for man free and kotamale. O ka say o hate me.
That's all ka say obey restore nurses training allowance. Nurses training allowance. Teachers training allowance. O ka so be restore.
Yes.
O ka so be free teachers. Emudi e na wonye.
The onye e ni. O ka say we ma ya sitinem. Overall ya sitinem be ye adwubrem. O sa so ka say bimfie mienu e wo na aban mu. Mpatamu bie ni ho no mo be lack issue any toilet facility. Onye. O sa so ka say obetani Kole Lagoon into and that e can say international aquarium. Kole Lagoon mu da so yefin. O sa so ka say fuel no bo no ono akan ono an kan yo. O so obeti so ene fuel no bo na akosoro. O sa so ka say LPG gas bo no.
O de wa fa drastically anka ho.
Debi. Only was obeti so amana ba form. But enkoy. Na Osaka said in within 18 months e wona mamuo mu no. King Edward me ne wo ye ho beto ye form ye ho ntoye. Osaka so ka say ye jaka be 120 billion e wo ye bi si da wo ye mamu. Eno no kra ye tua interest payment of 14.9 billion. Ene sa aka no wa mamu through the cover 341 billion ye tua interest payment and amortization be 45.9 billion. Na de oka ya King Edward ama aboye nyina epusa. Oka ka say ye che Ghana kama obi a me wo lawyer doctor obi a de ka 3,000 Ghana cedis. Na e bin si da na oba obeyi sa aka ne for ne sa aka ne ye cha ya can one move from 3,000 obi a de ka 10,000 Ghana cedis. Into which they will say the center cannot hold. Adding there but you need also we depend on the economy of God.
All right. And I am much privileged and abundantly gratified. Say many men of titles were her. Chairman the Kasa no, lawyer the Tihono, and a doctor the Tihono. Chairman, lawyer, doctor, and a Viano. Lawyer.
Many a morning.
That's what will be panel no.
Solid.
Chairman, lawyer, doctor.
Solid. Chairman, top so.
The chairman, top so. Lawyer, let's say.
Many a
morning. We see our check.
I'm Michael. A year na. That's the credit West. Umami Wua. No, you're not triple.
Now, Mammy, we are a buyer. No, be Mammy, uncle.
Be about the other car. Tis it. I mean, child. I mean, now what's so? Because I'm back complaining. April. You're fine. You're bridging on a boom. Minia, you can't. Ya, not original minister. I'm a tackle or has a minister with Mr. Bridget on the Omodia. Who say, Omo, you're bridging? Oh, Minia. Where do you get results? When the regional minister, bridge no. So. Funny pa.
Oh, a bit ba bait.
No more than who will be a honey. Let's say,
South and yet for only Quadaso. A follow within 3 constituencies. In Shire so, on South Free Santa Zeba. Now, Quadaso ya pre. Ampetia, Elko Bebunan, Amakameno, a Yatuma Kwama side. So, a choir, I mean, you may say quite share. You fighting Sebe or Bayakano. So, you know, I mean, you go so. Also, men who are quite enough from the Chamoso, the Chiman, a Souko.
Onim the geography the area, but baby, who say, why you're the Diana, when you're the Diana, any a hono, Casapreco. I don't know. Yes, say geographically, I ready. Now, project now, hono, and now president, Quaco, Pahuntuma. Them say script no. And now, all we know. So if you want to for watching,
no, not correct.
We have for watching. Teacher, my lawyer, you know, we can't from the lawyer, I say,
my main fast that my wo of the case. Minim says, I'm 4 year underground work. I was here. Honorable MP, because a minim a junior course underground. My more abaso. It's not about who gets the credit. Revise once it's been done. I see a boat. You probably
everybody.
Aha. You see a pre bridge na car crack or two. Say yeah.
And there's some Akoko na a dim more.
Aha. A harding.
Now, a Jumano, you go so ya, and I say, pretend this a yeah, and I.
Oh, no, a bridge in the way. I can't create no movie. Bridge no dear. Hey, not fun, a fun is you have a fun. A genuine quantity of fun. Can't crack or talk, back with you too. I said, yeah, zero. I'm sorry, maybe no, there because some news on the level, so they are a red soil. Only the idea feeling. James said, no, the bay, nothing. It is so far, dear, so good.
K4K.
Yeah.
Aquaba.
Tina, just so matching.
Yeah,
I mean, quite a so funny now. I mean, minuanum. Where my yako. And I chair madam said,
lawyer, mammy, we are two.
Oh, say,
lawyer, mammy, we are two.
I said, because I did Macobi. Oh, I'm
bye.
And the man who
so,
Papa de Mantin, he's also a normal.
Oh, Papa, no, madam,
don't pay you.
Oh, Papa, no, you may madam. It's one and a free moon. Tivana may bother you. Never found a year, madam. And I never found a few. Oh, dear baby, where you have a day. It's you, the young trust.
Again, a quite some go say a Wakofa issue number. In said, oh my Ghana, a common same day, minya, thing. But no good for a brine, Abon home or din ever crown home. A chain, dear Mampina Mahama Baye. A car on record. Say, dear could for a bayoman penny. Now a total road network, a quite a year, near 39,000 kilometers. Jacob for Edicor 69,000 kilometers. John Mahama Edicor 73, or the only 4,000 kilometers count. And now Kufado, as we speak, talking about 80,000 kilometers, or the about 8,000 in account as we speak. Now, acquired the say that make in share so a pre echo bebu quino. Meanwhile, could job name Hojuma, and in that can. I say, is Kasem, but when say, I mean, South Quino, you be free ho. We share quite as a constituency. I mean, we are doing our best. We know because that bridge be as say our Casben side or say annual quanta South Quino so. As we speak, no bridge no omoye, a quino so omogo so. A quite be say a Tanoso market, a call patrapa, Tanoso and you feel a call the chima. I mean, Minya, a young Juma, your bon homo thing, I say, my baby, and Minya, the contractors, I know all of them.
A patrapa, a ho, a opposite. Yes,
oh, yeah,
I see.
And you know, we are doing our best. The all year, in share so a pre echo and petia bibuno, coffee job.
Many castles, a yanchen, oh, down home.
something more no
area.
I mean
any can say Dr. Frank mo edi pass ho pa ba kwa.
Yeah. And I'm can say road issues no a dozen because in Pepe no say Ghana no yen sheda empty na baby a yebetna. Enti no me ko sit down ha na me nya ba be ka me ho na afim asop aba be ka ho na o say yakwan. One say advanced countries dey before so wa got time baby no na lay out a kwan nya yaye. So time bia no the pressure eba aban so but akrakra I mean aban eba no modern enche obon say greater Kumasi na city roads me no ma ye be na amafo ho aton na mate say for be some koye demonstration wo kotana so market ekapatapa menwa ekwan no ye tu ho na mo sa enche sa kwan no so omobaye na afayam o se saying me say Ghana for
me no make us onye wo
okay tio
no was
me Ghana for me feel say omunim NDC ne MPP the obon homodin eba amamu they know at least Ghana for be appreciate say Anana Akufo-Addo ye nasumu onbehu say Anana Akufo-Addo at least relative stability in power supply meanwhile it is there because maybe 4 years near the sum that it is not there. Ghana for ebehu say Anana Akufo-Addo ye wo ye nwanama omako school a awofo entry school fees a yet me aman padodo na enya access to secondary education. Ghana for him say mapinda da mahama eka che say onye magician no madwuma as na Akufo-Addo buy at least NAPCO have zabun babe 100,000 me no ka say through NAPCO nipa 37,000 enya permanent job omoye this year's budget ya ka say 67,000 aka no or 63,000 aka no you make sure say through the various models no they will get a place to be. 1D, 1F, maybe say a question of Parliament, Minister for Trade and Industry, ebe answer, or say at least 106 in operation, over 140 or so, about various stages of completion. Now, I found about 150 direct and indirect jobs. And now, Akufo-Addo say by April, they will operationalize a Commander Sugar factory. Meanwhile, National Education Authority, policy about 16 million cards, and every district in this country is open. NIA4 after Nipa. Minya all interventions are there banyano accurate jobs. Na kufa there on kasa on magician. But na kufa do accurate jobs amaya. Na
but the only can say na so ba na ba no was say Ghana ye kadoso no on the oba o maka no so Ghana ye CD no ayembre oba stabilize CD no say CD Ghana petrol or casa petrol oba obeti so and the petrol also free. These are things and brother Eka and I think they are all true.
In this country.
Yeah,
nobody can convince me say ye CD ahoden and touchma historically. Say ahoden year on year. See now how they come from. It's because of the nature of our country.
But you knew it. But that was not what you said.
Make I say, see how they come from. But the rate of depreciation is what we are talking about. In the year 2014, see now how they come from by 32%. Under our watch in CISA, and I have had a fast year. First now how they now. In the year 2014, see now how they come from by 32%. 2015, 18.75%. 2016, 9.6%. Yeah, take you over. See now how they confirmed by 4.9%. 2018, 8.4%. 2019, 12.9%. 2020, 3.9%. 2021, 3.93%. And at the awards, 2014, 31.6%. So I'm saying, see now how they know based on in this country we export more. No, we export less, we import more. They be our balance of payment deficit. These are the facts. That is why Akufo-Addo Eka say 1D, 1F no 8 me bar. Yet we have more factories and industries in this country. About why now you export more. We add value and we export more. We import less. That is the way we wanted to go. And you can say you see move from tradition to production. That was the idea. When you go back into history for the past 20 years, they are seeing how they come from. We are talking about the margins. Tama a vice P, Eka say, while rested to the no, now or the king ama a adipino. They didn't understand what they said. And I've said on so many times,
again,
me say,
yes, sir.
Okay, say, because my arrested, doesn't mean you cannot move. Although because to sell out doesn't mean the person cannot move. It means that your movement is restricted. He was talking.
But I can move freely like a bird.
A different. I say we're arresting now. Or arresting why it doesn't mean say you couldn't move. So it means that your movement is restricted. That is what we have done.
Say you man no bail.
Also, you man no bail, but me say in confinement no. In confinement no. When you are so what we can one.
Okay, asamba kwa.
What we can.
Asamba kwa critics and so can say.
I'm just saying.
Vice President Umia was talking more economics, but now he's talking more.
And it's what the
no. To be person confront to now.
Yes, now let's say the best, one of the best economists in this country, and they know. You see, almost say or was shifted to in this day and age. Move economy.
Chairman, also accepted today.
Sir, digitization.
Okay.
Me say. If you say woman, sell economy is stronger. That's why normal now no first now. That is why I always say link your economy to the digital direction now. So on shift here, what he's doing is because you see a efficiency. Reduce corruption in this country at the ports. Or say paperless intervention EMRA port no. It is linked to the economy. We expanding or task nets. Or say, introduce a national identification card. Now you link it to a thing. So the you bet me identify nipa omotuato. This is brains. But me say, oh my dear economy now, brains and your casa. No demonstrating.
Okay. Chief, and can issue where you can answer
no,
take more than is enough.
Miss. I want to put on record say food price Ecosro. International Labour Organization, I have the report here. I'm going to predict say because of COVID-19, it's going to happen. Anyway, COVID-19 is driving up food prices all over the world. Rising food prices are a concern, but no reason for panic yet. It is everywhere. Oko UK. For the first time in our history, go to the US of A. Inflation is rising by 40%.
Dr. Kingsley Nyako, Member of Parliament for Shiaso constituency.
Yeah, Shiaso. Hey, we on permasem.
K for K.
And I hope quite as
so what churches
and you also me address that issue no.
But you sure say and over television say studio Hanuman either say BBC and CNN for good reason. My mention same few also. President say end the war. Ghana is condemning Russia attack on Ukraine. Apparently that's what the whole world is saying. Say war ya ekosu e hadwene. Ye di hon come briefly. Na me sure say we there when unu adwene be yepe anya sa let us say ke be yuku pa but maminti wansa
mamina wase bi na the cause Russia Ukraine conflict here cause idea hadwin na mampani na notum Minister for Foreign Affairs na notum say Russia for omunya domoye no because minia the Akoko Abon years of suspicion and mistrust between these two sovereign countries. I want to say until the latter part of the 80s, until 80s, no. Now Ukraine, any other countries, Bosnia, Herzegovina, no many na Omoka, Soviet Union, and almost split here. Now, what is sad is because I read a report somewhere. Now James Baker, I think someone on US Secretary General. Or Kasebi say, Okache Gorbachev say NATO, form NATO no. NATO expanded enco the eastern direction, eastward, or say enco. But Russia first will say the more some of the countries like Hungary, so Hungary is now part of NATO, and Ukraine so is fighting to be part of NATO and all that. They almost so say the more these eastern countries no part of NATO no, almost security will be an threat. So these are some of the historical fears Russia ever. But I think say the world's powers no, they can do more. Serbia stop their cost no. Now the man who say apply sanctions, US applies some economic sanctions.
We will say a dear reporting Ukraine, Russia.
And I mean, say, these are some of the fears.
If he so chooses to join NATO, what is the big
America says some of the countries no, they not are part of NATO. So, and in international politics, no, there might be certain particular reasons here. I'm of US invasion of Iraq. So I'm say weapons of mass destruction. About 20 years ago, they went there because of an agenda. So Putin, don't forget, say Putin, a politician, or a very, very intelligent and dangerous. Putin, and or yeah, they are at times no, they one the team on this posterity na ebe. But for me no, there here can or say world leaders come together. Now the pressure to Russia so no China the implication of the war on the global economy. When we say US, UK, Boris Johnson, and also the sanctions at home. So
but do they care? Do they care?
A better effect. Say when you say sanctions regime no, I mean gradual. So now no, I think 5 banks, blacklisted and I think 3 billionaires or so. And now we do report to be I say NATO prepare some warships and all that. Makin, me them so one. Nipa over 100 awu. So and yeah, baby na ebewu. Now the impact. What's that? And the impact on the economy. As we speak now, for American raise issue. Look at what COVID had done to us. And now, with this, for the first time since 2007 or so, oil crude price over $100 a barrel. So, it will get to level be a bit difficult. Say countries can handle that. So oil price also ekosura. Remember prices of goods and services so akoso. Let economies.
All right, thank you.
Already look at what COVID has done to global economy. I bet we're seeing transport operators increase almost by 15% because of the issue was oil prices and all that. And the message say almost sustain pressure on Russia. Now Russia in say a cost of
all right, thank you very much. MC say good morning, King. Let me set the record straight. Kasaprekwe is for Kwada, so our boundary ends at Sanford Factory where we have the forestry barrier. MC
thank you, Chief. And say me say Anshi patapasa.
You can say offensive MC is what they say. Offensive MP what they say.
Offensive MP Doctor. Oh, did I escape me?
Yeah, he did escape me, but he's a very good person. I mean,
very kind mind.
And I'm saying, you're quite a few so or support me pa many so on it. You can say, Honorable Isaac Opoku. Yes, on any MC.
With the Peno Casa crowd the same.
With the almost papa, almost Buamo, Yosuina, baby, etnagia, homie. In Honorable Isaac Opoku, thank you very much, Doc. Na mame emfa sa enkratu sombra.
And I say o make a statement be in the house. Well, I think chocolate day no. I say a chocolate about aphrodisiac properties be.
Aphrodisiac properties.
And to say men control. I see me catch you.
Okay, Frank, looking sharp. Harris and Salomina will say, Mama, Reverend and Mrs. Asantia J. The Chin Kwapani Muniyo, Reverend and Mrs. Asantia J. So, my worry, 38 years. Frank, looking sharp. Harris and Salomina say, congratulations to you, Reverend and Mrs. Asantia J. 38 years. Lawyer, Oma were 38 years.
Wow.
Now, congratulate you.
Oh, I'm my idea, pa. But these days, these days, we free. I saw them all, but no one started doing. Don't
be prepared.
Is it? So we are worried 38 years, and I just want to. So, what about super marriages these days? No, and last crowd. Enti yebo mabaso king.
All right. Now war in Ukraine. And I said we crown no war. We attack.
What the friend say war. Now we only say many gisa international and also geopolitics no. Enti eba must start titia but metie Dr. Nyako. Ono one of the few people among my fantastic analysis about the cost. Obia yegyina hwe CNN and BBC. CNN BBC is projecting the American side to us. So what is it? That's what they always do. You say, oh, Russia for to trust them. Na anyabia yebuse ho say Russia for so almost saying ti no mo o mako bi man so no mo kwa akwa taki o mo. Yebusa na majority of our discussion
no ye de omo.
Yeah, and I make sure say I don't know. Dr. Nyako analysis no, even though within the shortest possible time, analysis no. Now, Kim, you know me study, it will be a Soviet Union, USSR. Because we secondary school. In those days, now for university, it is when you have to find a way outside. You church schools. Soviet Union. Oh, the amount of scholarship.
And I'm friend comes on.
The time your friend comes on. So, in 1991, breakdown of Soviet Union happy. And NATO is not Atlantic Treaty Organization. Only an armed organization. Once you're a member, you have bases. Would you be defendable as part of American way? Alliance with Europe. Now, Soviet Union breaking up, and as some small countries, independence. America more assurance to say they will not allow them to be part of NATO because the TFS said, "But I know war, 100 miles to the Fatuhu." Emphasis that time it be say. Border from NATO to Russia, emphasis 100 miles. Because we the emphasis one of the EU. Say, countries, Slovenia, Yugoslavia, they be independent. They were not part of NATO. And the border was far from NATO to Russia. It was very far. Slowly. NATO keeps on admitting these small countries into part of being part of NATO. I don't know what the American say. I'm not border no. I
am very close to Russia.
Russia.
And so,
you have somebody with armed groups next door to you, and you are comfortable. That is the problem. It is 1%.
It is a Putin problem. They say now NATO has gotten very close.
Very close,
but. Hey,
Nasa,
it's woman no me do.
NATO no.
Yeah, hi die.
NATO no is now against who? It's only Russia, obviously.
Why is it against only Russia?
Because of Russia. You see, there's no other country. NATO no is against. It's only Russia now. So what I say? It's obviously Putin is not feeling safe. I don't know the West, they prepare some security guarantees. Said they are not going to allow those tiny former Soviet Union countries. They were part of Soviet Union. They are not going to allow them to be NATO, part of NATO. It means that the border will not be so close. Where you all have guns pointing where.
It is say no. What started hitting Ukraine? Thinking say almost so you can say.
And
hitting Ukraine for with the mindset say almost a part of NATO. And
no.
If NATO starts hitting back,
no. Said Ukraine hasn't formally joined NATO.
They haven't.
No.
And way say.
It means that all the NATO countries, by virtue of the alliance, will have to now go to war with Russia.
So what this means is that Putin help a world war, another world war.
No. He's looking for security guarantees.
And by so doing, you have to destroy Ukraine.
And also there's another side. Inside Ukraine, they have Russian-speaking people there.
Plenty.
And they also feel unsafe. So what is it? So it's a very complex dynamics. It is a yes simple say. Yeah, Ghana. In the scheme of things, Ghana, we don't even matter anyway. I said,
if we don't matter,
I said, my party said the air becano and Kokutu.
Yeah, sure.
Tiana, Petro cry. They used to say when America sneezes, the worst of the world catches cold. Is it graduate? Worse than that. Petro born a costume. It means to say, I see it to be say near me. But so who can say condemn no will not change anything. Those who can change the situation.
Say, you see, you know, your ma and your officer for Mukusku. See a dome Babasocrano, Ayasa.
And those are a problem. I already support you. Say, union. Never leave your troops behind. Ghanaians, baby, on Wobiano. I see to me a bomb number fee. The question is, how do you do that?
I want to say, senior, Ukraine, I'm not closely on borders in land, sea, so the Abon is a more specific locations be almost say Ghanaians no and Kovasa, can say, share to see, say, betting Africa so. So Bibisa Ekoso. Then say Ukraine for all their borders are closed. But almost say they should work closer to the Polish border. No, I'm told say there are issues there. If I never because maybe Peter J or sending me audio be about students are compare and all that. You can be forwarded to one of the deputy ministers for foreign affairs. Yeah, Mampong MP Apachum respond here. Or catch me say this is what they are doing about that. Some of them normally keep more safe places. And I'm the authorities Ekasa said about on betting me for coming so they be a coso.
Okay. So
sure say government to government negotiation, which may create safe pathways. Ama yetmidi ebi abas and move a convey from Ukraine to one of the nearest countries. But at the end of the day, Ghana condemning Russia per se will not change anything. So what I say, I don't think once upon a time,
so I condemn Russia. Obviously, violence. No,
I said, can you imagine? Now, so Urafi said Russia and the Taliban, they were there for 20 years. And the Taliban they defeat you. So Afghanistan is a country nobody has been able to defeat. And the same thing they are predicting, say the same thing is going to happen if they remain in Ukraine. Unfortunately, difference because Ukrainians, Russians, they are the same people. So they've lived for many years, but Afghanistan's there. Almost situation is different. Who do I say who fit in? So it's yet to me. Condemn there. They have to do it because they've been under conquest before. First by the Soviets. Defeated Soviets. And a second by Americans. Americans recently we joined free to crew. It's here to Ghana. We are trying when you are going for the song. You say you condemn. That condemn.
Chairman, Master Planner Junior Kintampo writes. We have doctor, lawyer, and chairman on the show. Are you forgetting that king is the okay? Master planner, I now get you. I say the US and the allies have bombed Yugoslavia, Iraq, and Libya, etc., without slightest provocation. Were they respecting those countries' sovereignty today? Now they are talking about Ukraine's sovereignty. Shameful US and NATO, double-tongued nations. Alibaba, Ewo Madina, the text. Leviticus powers, trophy, Kaswa. Or say, one day shall never end. The NDC themselves are confessing the achievements of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia, and it's well and good. Tell Chairman Afayam to advise his minority MPs to collapse. I don't get it. Okay. I said digitalization is a factor of production. Russia invasion on Ukraine will have its indirect consequences on our economy, especially exorbitant crude oil prices. So it's time to support the visionary president and e-levy. All right, Chairman Afayam.
King Edward. My doctor, lawyer. Na, okay, nkomono aye dina. Don't say Ukraine and Russia says me. Aye nsema. Mimi fi se phobia ho. Intimi nka se Ghana for ntino eni se ye kebi. Say the whole world, part of a world country in eka. Now here Ukraine also the second largest country in terms of area in Europe. Na enkomo ya ye di
and Russia is the first in the world land space.
And now Ukraine is the second largest. Na Canadian sa amai minu we na no. Say in so mutu oil ho. But in say Russia dey eba oil in sema omo oil no mutu no e do so pa. After United States of America. Ukraine to be. But Ukraine dey no ye crime say ye Ghana ha ye too more than omo. Back in Edward. Asema ye kan ina no. The center of nkomo ye di na ye busa say the Russia ye no ana enye. About human lives are involved. Right, Ukraine says a sovereign nation.
It is.
And Russia say no a sovereign nation.
It is.
And sovereign nation, another sovereign nation. Me wo kwan say me ye de me pe, me de me man ye. And also wo kwan say we ye de open. And say me declare me intentions intent ke say me kwa join ni network. Say your business. Because me nya wakoa. Anu ne friend sovereignty me nya wakoa. Nti say declaration of intent. Nti say also wo to ahye me so a. Na wasɛ me man ekun nipa. Enya de ye ade pa. Nti ye hwɛ ne say ade na ekoso no ye ti krom he ya sovereign nation. Na o man bi say oh okay ye say bi a pese de onkodom bibi. Say what you ase. Na I might be say, oh, yeah, but yesu. Would that be fair? And you had discussion, said it, Biano, said the lawyer. So, Russia, no, doing the security home, and I will be our full say, a net of one, and a beer attacks, a net of one, and they are targeting them. That is correct. But, sir, officer, who was suspicion be about security? Now, Mubenwa, officer on bear attack wa. And then I will go to a show. So no more attacking net of one. There be lawyer. You see the point I can say human lives are involved. So what you say? And is it say okay? On no feel say on you comfortable with decision be a Ukraine for person muteki. And it's that decision on muteki no kodom network. On no M1 on menya kwa boy run.
And answer all reasons to tell us say. Abia Ukraine are attempting in any way and
yes, I and because so far no nkoma ye din na no yenti say Ukraine for so omo prepare and omo ye bibia kwa attack omo. And in any case lawyer me te dia wo kana say what you wanna who feel threatened that and say wo ye bibi bo ho ban and say wo ye bibia bo ho ban na and say wo kwa attack obi
and even in America for call Iraq.
You see lawyer
and the same thing. Not here. The security is paramount. And these are two superpowers. You know Africa had it. Is it a mistake?
No. Unim de say. Okay.
say, and you ever who say, yeah, can you say, you say, Russia attacking Ukraine.
Yes.
I don't know if you has been my alpha. I'm from economic science.
America for
sanctions.
Any the pass or move and
apart from sanctions, almost mean and face Russia. And then can we ask say
The American one yanti.
and that's who say the big powers, China will protect their interests.
Yes.
US will protect
Obi
their
abe protecting
now,
interest.
Russia is protecting their interests. You and I, you interest.
Baby.
Oh,
The American implications. So
of course.
just a day.
No more negotiating.
One I said
The three powers, the three superpowers, China, Russia, and then the US.
So the American say, "Entino, what you mean? I say, who ye diya tna baby? Adia be cause enye." So what you say?
I will condemnation.
No, it is not about condemnation.
Na they will
Na say
who economy mu ya ketekete.
Oh, Matthias here. Entino, emeye kebi kura. Ya koto we ase nkan. No, yes, but who the why you have mu there? Because here, one day per lawyer, one day per no. And then start here. Who include oil? One by a barrel back, a move from $95 to almost $105.
So far, I say a Ukraine president no, any Israeli, I think MP also, Akasa say almost a meeting between Ukraine. I say the Ukraine for now are not willing and ready to let this continue. They want to sit and talk.
Until they
So what to say?
We at you.
Information we share na me a report be that was 24 of February and I say till Russia demand Russia has demanded an end to NATO's eastward expansion.
That's all.
And said Ukrainian membership of the US-led Atlantic Military Alliance was unacceptable. You know, when we say Tama, bipolar war no end,
Is it a Faomo Bay? One or the and was say, oh no,
Senior, of course. Say if we are say Unimochina, say and the Kwabi ABC based on interest, the alliance is US, but me allow with some of the countries there. They can even use their airspace to
come and attack you.
To attack even Russia. They can use their airspace.
Look,
also,
but your sovereign state, and you can decide.
Until you,
or baby, I will choose
you don't attack.
Upi say if you feel threatened by any of our border countries, every time was
to attack it straight.
No, we are not saying
you reinforce. Uber reinforce with defense, but go on an onslaught. And what I mean to say,
that's what I'm saying. Say this issue, no. I mean, we all condemn the issue going on, but we are giving the historical antecedents.
But I mean, who say Russia for over the period, Oma build a strong army and equipment. They want the opportunity to showcase.
Yes.
And I we are yes, trying to invite the so-called powers that we say.
Because Russia is not as bad as the USA. USA is equally as bad.
US hereby. US Iraq
hereby. Commentaries for
US because of interest.
But
who can stop them?
No, you see,
that is the difference.
The question is that there's sovereignty now, and Ukraine for now, and
it's talk only.
And she just said they don't have the sovereignty.
At the end of the day, I didn't say the bigger powers will always have you.
Lawyer, are you concerned about the lives?
Of course I am concerned.
Yes,
but there's a problem. The dialogue and the deal can only be broken by the bigger power.
So
no,
and
the bigger
and what the American said. As I'm making in say.
Lawyer, very important. Also in Tunisia can be grabbed.
And now, yes, we say, yet me can be. I mean, what you say, the impact of what you are saying is negligible.
No, but lawyer, the point is the money.
Okay, perspective. Or see the thinking of Russia and their advocates are extremely primitive. Why should the solution of disagreement be by the use of war and guns? Second, why is Russia not attracting these former Soviet countries, but rather NATO? So you are a big and strong, and so you should have your way. Russia led by Putin is primitive, and we must be very careful dancing with it. King, this Ukraine war is not going to be over soon. Kofi, you think it's not going to be over soon, but for how long? Thank you.
Auntie Nameka say, yeah, Kebi. And my mind says, what's papa was almost so much here, Koso. Until that alone, no crown bet my arise on my conscience.
Lawyer, see, yeah, Canada,
Oh, there be yeah, per se.
Oh, power by now.
There be no young per se. So, can say cumulatively.
I guess you know the views, no.
Yes,
most of Ghana, you admit me into UN Security Council as permanent member. So
with no veto power.
But we have a voice.
You have a voice too.
Yeah, no, we have a voice.
You have a voice, but they will say, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not just saying I can't.
At the end of the day, no, China will have their way, Russia will have their way, USA will have their way. Take it or leave it.
La, my main case. Remember me tell say.
Yes, can I go?
Main case. Until the one man can see Ngama work powers in Ka.
Me say.
Okay. You also give
you are asking for how we can resolve it.
Yes.
Kind of say SAP work powers. Or what the best solve that problem.
Yeah.
And Africa, we economy grass say country e gra. Yeah, pe ko be grass so. Omi anwini non-aligned movement. There is a reason why that came. Because of say, hey, in the scheme of things, we are insignificant. No, we should not go and be. We are going to be a pawn between two powers.
No. That's
my problem. I'm Chinese. I also so one more boy in the crack. I'm not saying I could take your fun.
No, but listen, their cost to note to me say the whole world is against. Obviously, almost every country I am at now akasa against it. So until I mean, the more I'm the pressure I come so.
As long as
we said not today, warships.
As long as you are correct, as long as
European border,
Russia has security concerns. This problem will not be solved. This one more to say, okay, Minia, the security concerns. So we are prepared to do this horse trading. We will not come here. Russia will agree. So what I said, now you are moving your borders closer and closer. Meanwhile, they don't trust each other. Meanwhile, they were at war, Cold War, for so many years. That my issue in 1981, they break it down.
Yeah, said bipolar wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
It won't be this person will say, we are condemn Russia. Condemn, and I will condemn God.
And I make
but someone to say America, someone to say Joe Biden. And so a disika any personal can say Ukraine.
Even the sanctions now.
Nobody can dare challenge and go to war with Russia.
All right, thank you.
As in what?
Fight.
So
lawyer, the woman said, we pro Russia. And talking to Koso aye kunko for na ye ode.
No.
Russia.
That's idea. Idea will be a Koso school.
Masa,
Australia.
The fact will be a condemn doesn't mean say something condemn.
All right,
I'm not for most some condemn give for. Always me condemn give for. Me I don't condemn because people are going to
what are now Kasantu they make first scene.
Until there na make na say lawyer position now o making na me na wa summarize am no the question you are there ensem fata because nipa lives involved, properties are involved. The fact say yen te Ghana ha e bia ya no ndu bedwem no eno so enkyere say esisi ye din because we are say maman kasa the can say implications no say dey na Russia starting ehun sunsan so na bi be kan yen so te asenti say bi be kan ya esa so dwene we interest ho nti wo ka no na another oman bi so ka another oman bi so ka ba ye say ni akodi a ye de kwakota Ukraine echi so te ase ba ye wa no a ye de be ka bi na ye voice no so no ombetie because at the end of the year na ye te ka say yen konkɔ evacuate yen krofo emfanfiri omra no yen krofo omo so omo wo ho no na ko mo tikrom wo asomdwem nti ene no akaye no nti yen timi nka say Russia interest nti ono feel say obi be attacking no and all that nti unfairly no attack obi na watena ho di Ukraine for no anya bibia kire say omo wo adwenpo boni bi tia Russia problem e wo no Enti said the all cano say US or say China or say him for phone. On one kasa crown are not happy. So what I say, me sure say name maybe I am be a man for purpose about witness a third world war. Ubi any war weapons are. Enti yen quiet before so basis they say Russia will interest be it's about dialogue. It is not about attack. Enti Canadian and come my head, and then ye so fuel ho. Omo produce no a barrel omo produce no every day.
Third world war yam kunwe. Ya ne COVID. Yeah, and no the COVID buy.
COVID buy no.
And without visa.
Well, third world war yam
COVID no.
Wait,
now maybe with a small one. Okay. Onum say Security Council, the permanent nations no. US, Russia, China, Britain, I think France, remember? Yeah, France. 5. Before no, we said the strongest two no, Russia and US, now. So and for me, they so say the way things are going on, US will never allow Russia to gain access within the Eastern European corridors. US and that. That is why I said Yampe can be so answer. US will marshal other countries and face Russia because he said, when I'm say Yan resolve matter now. Obviously, US better now say Russia and have a power over Omo. As you speak, China is coming up.
But China's economy. There have been this UN security voting on resolution condemning Russia, and US said yes, they condemned it. US, UK, France, Norway, Ireland, Albania, Gabon, Mexico, Brazil, Ghana, Kenya. They all condemned. Wait a second. They all condemned the attack. And then those who said no, and that's those here, Russia. Omo abstain here, your brothers, China.
I know brothers.
Say woman now person or two omudi. Omo abstain here.
Yeah.
Non-aligned for in this regard, China, India, and United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
So what does that tell us?
Who said
Omo condemn your soul.
Yeah.
Omo to do Omo on the Russia, the no, who said the oil and you're right. Name no Omo after Omo dear. Omo can be crowned.
So economic interest, China and Russia. Meaning, and when you say we are so there, for you know, no, open say destroy Obia or war according to me. That's how you can play the game more. Russia, China can come together. Almost whittle down the strength for US. They can do that. Why just? That's why because I say negotiations no echo. Now the kind of person baby we know at which no say yes sir. You know the and I'll give it complete to my. You're not careful. A very protracted. Yeah, you saw no any home you better. For me no, that is my worry. Yeah, you're not almost there or no. Ukraine and all that. I'm alive here at risk.
Which said say Michael in Siamwana or which say China. Yempam Trump. Or my shall say a revise so news because if that my man. Edda so ho as US president. No, come on. I mean, direct. Who's putting a little bit too diplomat? What are they saying? Biden. Now, Trump. Etiasia. What you are? Let me support him.
Put in King. Now that Trump doesn't need to put in here.
Yeah. Yes.
Now they say.
Elections
now no Putin no Kofi na be wiase a Ofi na be wiase
masa
who's for 20 years now why lead Russian leaders
who's 1999 and Boris Yeltsin didn't buy Boris Yeltsin was a drunkard and you know Russia was falling apart and all they Putin buy and Putin was an ex-KGB man he's an insider he knows that the interest of Russia has to be defended and protected. Africans and NSC is favorable for home. The guys are NDC, BBC, the idea, Yaman, Quadia. It's just me as a profund year. Yeah, Yamo man. Open up a rally to support it. It's me, just animal. It's me that know, and I don't agree with war, but I understand them. Because, Massa, if your interest, your country is at risk, you have to go and defend your country.
War is stupid. Simple. Chairman of I am. I feel police station nomination, anxiety, tension in NPP. Adwoa Safo's absence in parliament, they say is affecting government business, not MPP business, but government business. But I see when me aje said the normal see ending come off.
Emudi ehina memfa. What can you want me know? Police station is
question me supplementary question.
Okay, police stations nominations ne ehun sem no. Say the nim no. On say edru sam pempen so ya na ye koto aba na ye omo be party enimu a aya na prebia started from the your friend branch. That's the polling station elections.
Aya musunya sa problem we be.
Oh, I know there a human institution eba, especially at the strongholds. Na se wo hwe nkomodie ya kambia no ye ba wa beto aba na ya started from the polling station, from the branch level, because ohonum na the base of the party na ho din na ho na gina ye wie ne aba constituency, if you constituency ni akọ region, from region ni aba national. Na se ye to sa de we ni na wie a na ekopie national ni wie a aya na na se party ni nyatumi ani refi the polling station e de almost started. Enti boys a police station for di yaw na so ye de yen kai ne nsem bebre, but esa back say ba beto abape na hu so mo na mo wa hoden no mo na cut across board all the political parties. Enti se wo ha ene ye nuanom MPP for start to police stations attention Abon. Idea it is expected. Na ne kure wo mu ne se periphery yo transparency any honum. Se unfairness ebem. Na playing field no enye leveler. Na obi fili se katasumu masu bemu a eno the disattentions we na eba. Na you can understand say at every level na ekoni na no for interest ewom. Until the interest of nipa bi omo so person bi omo ba constituency, omo person ko region, omo person ko even the person member of parliament, parliamentary candidate kra no so influence.
Tie mfa na sese kwada so a. Say obi a onya honorable member a obi tu no interest or honorable member na kasa so ote so no interest or yes so na de onya presidential onya flag bearer obey ni interest or the onya party chairman obey ni interest or
obi a interest.
I see.
Sanet enti eba
that chairman in charge no baby I me wan say baby a obeti yes vice president etua say my top nominations ama omo any can say minister say who person we a constituency one election we na we need 10 cities yes just 10 cities it is a turn a year to am you almost to e dey prepare your mind say yes you one as
Canada na make can say enka democracy ya enka say who person some party no ayo sum na nka wo kwakosum enti no ayo papa bi na wo dey ko enti the moment I think you turn from the guy who na say wo na akoto form ni hu say wo why wadwe so ba ba so so ho enti en dey obeto form no na at the end of the day no be hu say when na odi ni sika ba beto form no enti obi anim say wo yi bibi so what you say ana wo dey agi bibi enti wo ba bibi but ne kra wo mu ne say enam sa interest na wo mu no enti okobo okada so but because I may unfair but ne kra wo mu ni oh e be a doctor wa he obi a na adwen say minya doctor metu no nti ono no right from onset no ono so wanya nkrofo bi at the police station level sa nkrofo no mo police station level no ono so nkrofo bi at the constituency level omo no say yenya nkrofo no sa nkrofo no mo ba be police station executive sa omo ba beto abama e bia doctor nkrofo omo constituency anade opeso to doctor no constituency nti we also can here another strategy so name yes ya di forms ni na amomo dan series ni ka enya anything no obi abetime tua but opese ni di ni ko na ring bell ema the grassroots for ni na say asimesi ye kwakoto abakra ono to forms ma enu alone no timi ma obi hu say asimesi we oboa party
at this level. And it's hard no man, and I am at this hard tension way into Betty. It's okay, yeah, the forms are back. Meti Ashanti region, so chairman say, Omato forms are ma ubia. Your top forms ma ubiano, or say, the 15 forms are called H polling station. Or more polling station, no, polling station biano, see 5 executives. Over NDC, my polling station biano, branch biano, 9 executives. And at that level, no, electoral college, no, I see the MPP for the end. But 5 executives, or as you say, averagely, ebi nipa miensa na befa form for each position. 215 coin. Back in the Nikrom say, ebi one position, nipa be 10 betma kofa forms no. Na be another position, nipa ba ko pe akwa kofa forms no. Nti untimi nya balance no. Nti eno na so obi akwa na se forms asa no wadwa ye pese play me mafia as me see interest because already no system no created that kind of mistrust no amongst ourselves because of amount for parochial interest. And clearly no I desire any brand about. Can you imagine say wakosa okwakoto forms na akọ e do party office bi o makosa lie mobile no the omo to forms no forms ni na ni obi ehun say forms ni na ye to omo di line so omo to forms na fe dey asa obi ehun say forms na asa ba me kokodu honum na me ba beto forms e say forms ni na asa meti ye no obi susa frame say basa ye de brain ohun say na ede
obi de ye de command
yes
wo de okoto crowds yes asa say na mama nu ka say omo editect say crofo bi so e fake one safra asa de so
enti kinedwe me ta masa example we say tem bia no ohun say mates for the passenger from na bia ye ko 10 pesos so ye ko to enye sika no value no eye se ba ko feel say ye besi esisi mi a enu na di say ni bre ni ba so ho ena ya manyo sem na ye no ya ma na akwa kodu bebi say oh se say manyo sem ne die wo ye den a se machinations bem enti wo a wo ti wo na wo pesa wo play fair no to na yi wuto ase
chief say oh yes sir ultimately inya insunsanso bi e wo party no fortune so eba election proper na general election na inya insunsanso
pa kineded the chere ne say
and do you political parties do you na musua be free sa ade na ekoso
the problem na you want say nipa na dey we political parties nipa kro ya na say edu say yen kofa forms ni ade ye machinations kineded me ne wuti ebia Miss Copper MP we share so no will be at the same party ebia wo kineded no betima ye adwuma no asem who the competence who the capacity but power player a big guy be wo baby unsa kineded no oba oba ha me oba twitwa me na so ma adwuma ne nkoso nti obeba beta me mechi no oba be so them na ya maneuver away na me baba benya
ya scuttle
so what you say now at the end of the day no you deny be at the constituency no and for that matter the country no of people and come what the knowledge and competence of maybe ye adwuma no so what you say and no na this are the way na eba
eti the MP before ye say what to na hwa ya na ye de o say they are playing
can I nyame de o say ye so ye call elections
say bia mo de mo nyane sa
oh he it will be unfair say metena ha unse me no me pese me ka say me na ekire me wo bebusa am question na afa de me de twetwere me bo me problem no nti me try me best make
afa yen kwa straight
ameba nti the American say saa de no yen so e bedu ye so nti yen ye tie ekire no oh yes we be person we take political capital out of it but as I say wo dwene hu say ene wo so ba be kobi nti wo de no how are you we be yen say na ekire bi o mo so am be take political capital out of it but yen nuanu MPP de ene de in a red the esi ni say amafo so didi je bi mo
na mo de do mo
de say opposition na ye de opposition na amafo bi so feel say for the current crop of executives o mo wo hoi say your mama party na unattractive enti say ya amani ama me so party ni mu a ene party na ko enti de ni na mo so officer de be say ejina sa ni o mo enti a whole lot of factors are this nanka ene de ekoso wo hwe video ni bi kra
afi Mr.
ye bo ma
me fa concrete parliament yes honorable Adwasafo enso so ye pena yi wo no eno so no yes mo de mo adim
oh there
say eye mo de
okay na do ha Adwasafo
because numbers no nanka at least obi aba omo obako etiamo and as I say just yin na ya bro pen ekoso
you know a simple question Dr. Kingsley Nyakote he Kwada so for 2 Abaman. Ewo mu se kwada so MPP dominated. But kwada so for anka nkyere ne se onko serve party interest. Kwada so for se onko serve the national interest. Onko ye nyoma ebema oman na akonkan. More especially we share the 8th parliament at the AC 8th parliament. Nyakopon na ye na dwuma e na o ma 8th parliament no be ye say. O say ya ye MPP NDC since 1992. Enti Nyakopon se baby edu no ya ye sa de na ama oman no abre. Ama oman na konye nti se no ono so opese Ghanafo enko ne sei. Se de be ya se ne ye de ade bi ba na bebo aman na Ghanafo ina agya atum eye na ya do ye nyintuma na ya twe asan. Enunti na ama parliament na ye hang ababedu sabri. Enti se ne adwasafo. Na adwasafo se ni adwasafo. Adwasafo be ye deputy majority leader. President Akoko to first term. Second term, adwasafo yaman the promotion. Mimi who say promotion as a gender minister. So what you say? Okwa gender minister no. Omampeyin ene ontimi wo ba bia o nti na wo nsia na mu wo the district assemblies MMDCs no mo. And wo ministers o mudi dwumadi. Owo gidie mapa e wo sankrofo no mu. Nti na opone ne tumi ni bia mam se fadi dwuma mam. Nti se ne yama adwasafo promotion. Se na o ma gender minister. Says position na kompa nko converting. Unu say ko be rejected. Because na yeti say ba be ma doctor position bia. Ebu o betim dia ma so onto betim aka say me mpe. Okọ vetting wie na yedi position ma na okọ di ne dwuma no. Okọ ministry. So ka so okọ ministry. Party penyini bi woman na no that school feed no. Just of feel say wa ye bibibi o feel say ense fata nti ono ni nyansem no wa yi nipa na di. O yi nipa na di no. In Edward and did 24 hours. And na to me kase from Flagstaff House so say reinstate nipa no. Kineded wo and ka be filisa. And ka wo filisa na dwuma dia dia ma me. So see dia na me di dada no. Esi me di dwuma dia and na say me to na mo bi na say ya gire me nsa dia. E che say me ntimi operate. Naturally nipa no obedi ya. Because adwuma na action no take action say be 1 minute na benefit ya. Enti say who feel say why idea ensem fata on reverse o we ma who set committee no ma ye hwehwemu omo ye hwehwemu no wie ne who say minister na then you take minister I dey wa anye ni but the say from man fashion now yes what clinking the wings and na adwasafo e wo parliament the air kwaso wo parliament na ye hu adwasafo a wo kase ni ye ni nyi memom Ghanafo ahu say eye about the 11 20 and na adwasafo ni parliament and na say ye nuanom MPP fees adwasafo e hold party to ransom then adwasafo adwen Ghana ho asin wo bia because government business e ko parliament no doctor nie omo pass bills bebre or parliament omo ye bi nya 11 ko a affect government business ana debi enti say na ye nua ye John Boadu ni MP4 jatum say adwasafo absence in parliament affect government business Omuma ye who businesses apart from the e-levy affecting government business. In any case, omu deputy majority chief whip Tolon MP no mi refili di. Idrusu. Of Tolon. Oh, ye pusa na adwasafo live interview. O say adwasafo come to parliament. Wo obi obeka say adwasafo ma parliament bi oba na adwasafo oni honum no. Omu ye business. Na ye den na within say 48 hours adwasafo ya so ne dua. Enti clearly no kinedre memeti hey. It is all about e-levy nti na ama ye twa adwasafo aboso. But kinedre yan dwene hu say ade na ekoso wo parliament me that single policy na friend e-levy. And nti say adwasafo ma parliament business in koso ebi mu krase yanyi na di ebi mu krase yenya ne den no. Me pamo chaw. Say ne se mu gina sa decision ni so eteki adwasafo out a big cost to party no.
One simple question then I move on.
Oh fam ho metro mu
them say of course
doctor say fam me metro
anya doctor na
oh sir
me na me moderate gentleman no but tiwa ye nyina enti nti no e de be nti na onko parliament because according to the speaker on J permission fee no sana na ye speaker say on J permission fee no. And na sabi ye nyina ye dwuma ye tua ye ka oba dwuma ye tua o Enti obi a waje adwuma to nso se obeye na wonkɔ adwuma no. Yemfa baby ofi ntwenchen.
Correct.
Say our reason say onkɔ as I say otimi ema speaker hu.
Yes.
Wonkɔ adwuma na say ministry no so. So also say why obi aye bibi na wompa. There's an option to say I would, but
okay, great.
See,
so what me to wase pa. Say ministry what dey waji leave. You granting the leave no. So what I say you granting the leave. Parliament say on fa krata bi anko ya. Parliament ni dey say omo ye. So on fa krata bi anko so e bia me ma je kwan say me asra kwan say me ko ana ma asra kwan say me yare me kwakosa me ho yare. Parliament ni nim kwan ya say so omo ye dey omo de ne fa so. So what I say. But the parliament no enhu sai no. Na ene individual members of the party clearly me kai mienu deputy minister for trade ochirebe afini Iraq and Japan. Eba beka says say kura de na adwasafu ye nitima na dodo ya ma me 120,000 Canadian patch 120,000 no. Cedis and dollars because we are ma denomination.
Wo na wo kan.
Say ono kan.
Say nya me
until you say Ghana so ye quick. Say ye bibia ni akofa dollar until ye fan say $120,000. Say ye fan come adwasafu 840,000 Ghana cedis 8.4 billion. Napkofo a yentua omoka.
Usika ira.
Oh yes, me Ghana.
Obi catch o say sika obi diko koma.
Yes, Misika ira.
If you consolidated funds and
Misika ira pa. Because our sika no
go and report it to the police. We sika we ask about en kayem komodi.
Eka ho.
Why na so ama sika? Why na so ama sika?
See,
there be with the contest.
There
be when one country say.
Can the one we post what tonight here?
I say abai sika.
What's the chief of staff man?
The chief of staff. Are the one the onye nipa oniska.
Osa.
Onye juma.
Say oye juma.
Na fear dem.
It is what me $120,000 in money there. I say
chief of staff onye juma.
Etikined ready.
Chief.
Kined ready. There me person make ina ne say. Na me can say me lawyer doctor say you efa me ho ben. Say emfa me ho a.
Eti no me pay yes and no question na me conductor so. The AC or parliament aye here say ato aba ma parliamentarians so momra emeye adwuma na obi etifia according to the right honorable speaker onji to me be every no eye ode you endorse it
in a red omo a MPs omotifie
wo na me busa
meba omo omotifie a omo nko parliament be me ensa
here for no bo di mamji one
Hunter West MP
I don't know parliament
minim
or permission
minim
until why do you
sent me ka say address for the
I draw the other day we've been made to know what the speaker has said
and I make catch or say me fa deputy majority chief whip asem na me dey compare the ene John Boduka eboebra
the speaker air council so
speaker can say adwasafo NG permission won ho the speaker can no but on can say adwasafo man may government business
that's it I want to also doc unim can say ohineba danso
yeah CEO
yame aboa ma ne wo fa free mu na na kwadwado odi mfie aduowotwe 9 na second April wo banko ene ye beye yi no se men kan kire mu nyina ono se me wo fa wiye na otweda wa ama enti ase wo ka kire me no otwetwe ne ho kakra but me de meko enti doctor Oyenba danso ye ma o yakọ wa second April banko doc
senior
police station nomination forms the anxiety and tension in your party.
Yeah, senior, my main facts are corner with Suna, Mr. Joseph Osekwa, my friend of 17. On only the soul of the party, our constituency. Yawadano, Wakanchinagu. Na my main facts are corner with Nami share Abusia for thing. Na Nakupon Fancy, when you say, but so you might not be fitting barrier. Now, also acting chair, Ashanti Regional Council of Elders, quite also know a Council of Elders chairperson. Or 17, damn for doing. Meanwhile, polling station elections. Ken, the Akoko party nimu about when she about no menu antwa ye de a ye nyina say kambom na ye condemn me. Unfortunate because about to any kwase BBC ekoso na menu de emmanuel me ya say BBC si na me fa ya me hu say kwada so wom no na me raho because enma bi ono ma sanka nipa enya abotira we ankan si de ekoso nya no suspicion, mistrust, and
mafioso tactics,
and impatience. Minua de dia koti omuno no senipa enyabotre. Kin party enjehye. Enhye ne say o se enya abakunu ekuru na member committee. Sa na member committee no the odi anim no appointed by the region, so regional chair or a member on the chair. The constituency chairperson a member, secretary a member, research and elections a member, IT coordinator a member, MPO is rep a member, council of elders chair a member or the rep, council of patron chair or the rep a member, and one elderly person. This is the composition of the committee. Now, the committee knows how many share. A kanipa so say yeto abano na tama ye ka say o meje forms no omo ka nipa 4 and meje forms no na a Friday no nipa 4 no ye chairperson of the committee and a chairman of the constituency, secretary, MPO is rep me na me kuma say ties anajo me chairman frame no me kan say me rep no enko. Now the chairperson of the committee no na oni kuma say no ka say sadia chairman Nkoji na oba na other breno. The idea was that committee no better say no man share how or say forms no you distribute to any that betting na ato abano. King, that was the process. Edna make say because no son kanipa nyabotia anka we nyina ma na ye were 3 days ode forms na wa submit 3 days. So it means the committee no make me say on Saturday. Omo agree on the modalities we are na ye free as here. Ken quite so and I don't 9 p.m. and I minya audio from a gentleman bia or April. Or ka say nipa bi obodi no I mentioned no later. Say nipa kron say quite so constituency about 7 and I betcha forms until nipa inu honum around 6 a.m. Meanwhile, this information was a complete false. And he mentioned somebody's name. Or say KKC, about 7 a betcha forms. Meanwhile, at that time, no committee no entina say any share. Do you know and I don't know almost chairman fee some call the forms no ever chairman fee.
Is he a known person in the party?
Yeah, it's the assembly member or town also.
Right, okay.
I've told him. And you see, there comes let me just say, Charlie. She says it here now. Be bonny could see ya. Anka minimum go ase. Amanosem shouldn't get that level. Your constituency mo forms aba. Your structures. You relay information to electoral area coordinators. Meanwhile, committee in a meeting and this information went out. So I called chairman the night. Chairman, when I me mate. No, so forms may go office. Na me aduma woman say oba na chance na share. And I do not call chairman fee. The next day in the morning, I'm call chairman fee. Papa penimu. And dinner to say on for the no party office. Uncle you forms never mom. Is that how we do things? Papa no kono. Na go pa na man adwen. And or branch for cross market on. Now do you say or cause of police station? Because if you call party office on ma, no can see. I mean, of course, purpose they flow him there. There no unim. When you even spoke, say, "Mama no buy better." As no, one guy be near money for be. Oh, give to you cannot do.
Okay.
Chairman say we no one guy friend of near boys no back on. Or say you need chairman call party office to get the form. So the police who tension no when call party office. Luckily, I'm call party office no. The forms were in the party office. Timoko don't fee. I talk about suspicion.
Suspicion I can. I mean, yeah, the ban say times. So say nipa so I would do a committee. For instance, you were area bi ho. Me ana me refi baby ana kwam we.
Kwam mason kwanta.
Yes. Yeah. Maame a kwam bedi na de no.
Yeah.
I am told say ono ene ye no committee no chairman.
Yeah.
Ono dear ono no te so say ya no susu say still an interest to hono. Kwam na ye tu no so susu say maame no we interest to. So if you make such a person as the chairman, the mistrust no ebeba.
You know I can that picture you are painting is different from my conscience.
No, it's not about.
I come to those areas.
Who say what for crime? Super so will explain why that's the issue.
No, I counted.
But the American say mistrust are working. So what was situation we say it brings mistrust. Who they are working there? You quite as they na work, but you can't general.
Yeah, I'll look at that too. Once I'm
to say as a different thing. I decided.
No, it's different because to me say I don't know. Me mention mistrust. What I say, suspicion. And I'm just kind of say nipa in about a patient and I'm just making the point because quite as well as come to the picture. I'm here to be some people quite as well. Maybe make share the broader picture. So I'm call party office no. The forms were there. My question is, Muke don't fee because movie say on fee. Once I'm chairman, I cannot say me. Now say into the party. What do I say? So Ken, something because a papa na. How do we say? But my point was that a process and can only put nya botre. Emma committee no etna say in shaya. Anka we anka see on the search channel because you see anka we see that's the point I'm trying to make.
You
see and again see me that day me na marketing results. Can you imagine? Say KK one guy called Jawad, macho man, came to the hotel because you come to the hotel to do what? Then I told them, say me, maybe to me, to my bush for, and now the people who are around me may hold the cake no responsible, and I put it on record. But I'm hotel then to do what? Want to kill me or what? I mean, we have to be very careful about what is happening. Once I'm but then they know. The chairman was indicated. Forms no. The forms had not been endorsed. Neither had them been even stamped. It means that they were not ready. So they are called so quite and the media will exaggerate as if say forms no. And this person he used to be party organizer in the constituency. And so that is what happened in the constituency. And I want to put it on record. You see, and mistrust and all that, fine. Your collection, I'm up for interest. But as a party in the bar, let us follow the process. So it should be on the man. But me, I deal with the issues, no? I mean, subsequently. Don't be in the party.
Enough. Sorry to but you.
Enough saying.
What can? So bad na your widespread.
Yeah.
Inti kwada so de na card what me amount time I'm watching.
The other ones also.
The other ones they make us mistrust now okay. You na make can no because obia who say for instance baby I say enipa obabe dethrone no. Be your source that who interest.
All the shots here.
Obi so that's who interest. Inti no say bia say a friend say regional party no e be obi obi susu say or interest, it creates that.
So yeah, I agree.
So for instance, the American say, Obia or no or your former MP, when your MP obedi, MP so to what is here, Kwamo so to ho. Enti na or no yes or no one yet chairman of the committee. Right from the word go no.
Yeah.
We say mistrust. Enti no say bibi or what. Regional party no so no so almost so we see it blame almost be bibia is here they are part of the problem.
Yeah, so I'm say Grace I'm say honorable Grace on our can was seven on now your former MP point they say
ansana kwam by
yeah
and they say to come
and then the chiaba yeah so the point they say you do biaba na say office back on obeya dey betiawa and now only comments on my don't say o protest say asumesi mesemo mo sano me kai mention up senior mention up Dominic first no na century there was protest and me century from the different person by in the first place no obianka me say and commit with the MC yaba but me say me MC amount for be interested no because of feel say be over the particular side so he was not even part of the process. The point I'm making is say party no won't say be obi issue you don't send a person but who the person you can protest say assume see member. The point I'm making is here you must let discipline reign. So now follow the procedure no. I didn't mind I say assume see out number no me so member no because of ABC reason. Fight saying same. Say the man saying same sana. I be hardly. I'm also told say there are some MPs be on file forms. The question these things are wrong. And I'm saying say certain things no can be addressed without violence. We don't have to endorse violence in whatever form in our politics. And yes, some of us no who are not violent no, they will be at the receiving end. Now, quite as the course will be if I could not go say I be carrying this guilt on me for forever.
No, it wouldn't be guilt because you are not guilty.
No, but people will say that you are happy.
No, before, but yeah. But let's move to Accra.
And until some say Kaminya. Say be to me now. So what do you mean? Be to me. Monko cake you. So what is a coffee cake? Monko what I say. Because me must say pesa. Boy we as nipa breast and then no. Charlie tinha so we don the makumo we are say. Yan play and who we are see o. It's God who will make you king.
Why are you too emotional?
Charlie mami we adwasafo. No, my mind called adwasafo. King adwasafo MPs and man am side no. Me close pa until recently me no but the cost no me the message party ni say I mean or say nyabotre e wono ho na enuma bi onoma e bi afi say nko ya nyabotre because me feel say in fact I did not talk see if you know that day no obai na speaker ko into Abon no me kojena ni cruise me share adwasafo no me share na negosia no I say na negosia about 3 what me say bibi channel so that's what I saw I say so yeah I mean what you couple not mkankasa I think she's going through something and I'm for canon sema yeah na at times no me do no me so do me feel say enya idea me feel say emwa not only for the party or the government. I don't know, no. I think almost to abide the emano. So only party company was same, ABI only abide was same company. Almost to Abama or so Ojium because they made you member of parliament. It's about them, it's about the country.
No,
all along no.
Not about for cassette China.
Oh, say you are students, I'm for cassette bet you. I don't know.
18 years ago, who now know Guada. It was fenso. Idea are very instructive. Ya trouble or say where is he was from? Won't me mine.
Yeah.
The actual and I loved it. Where is he was one? Won't me mine because the old became we a public figure. Every move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now over finding in another studio. I said
yeah, but as I can say. I was say you share 1 or 2 things be about. I mean, me note here. Me the specific issues are. Also, the metisama forecast almost up away. Yeah, I mean close or say or sanke or say Shelley didn't come about Amazon or Anokoi. But we see a soap away. Me, I don't know any of these.
Ghana.
As we speak, I don't know where she is because the phone number no me free and co on the same channel. But I think Wednesday or Tuesday, your leader, James Abonsu, Eka said the address of Okache non say or too quiet because of the school. Me call with the James Abonsu, leader Aka. Do be Aka one chain there, me and farm my drink on. because leader says I don't know catch them. As to whether they also catching it true or not, no, I don't know. I'll go with what leader has said. What I say. Now, issue about Washington home for a long time. Yeah, you're standing order 16. Clear on that. Article 97, 1 or so of the Constitution, and also Ekafahon. Say, may say sittings for 15, may say Parliament for 15 sittings. I will say Obaketi will sit. And the procedure is that, or say Obi, I refer the conduct to the previous committee. 15 days now, why is I'm 15 sittings and no company enough. And then enough because the Constitution say, or say, unya some explanation. It means say explanation eto asumua ebia you will be exonerated. Ken, if you indulge me, Article 97 1C of the Constitution, I say if he is absent without the permission in writing of the Speaker and he is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. That is the ground. So 15 sittings.
That should explanation. Be as I say, will be a petition and over complaint.
Yeah, somebody has to do that.
Then no case.
Yeah, so it will be everybody that issue now. I mean, you cannot do. If you are bad, or but the particular reasons no. But me the appeal. Make it to Adjusafo. Say Otia. Say ebese no. Ebi wo bia no. Omra because asemsia they are no neka. Emphasize kind. Only oman ho number 1. Only the constituents are enam omuso obeye member of parliament. I enam so ebeye deputy majority leader. I enam omuso obeye minister for procurement, I think. And now I'm also obey gender minister, children social protection. On your moho na omra number some or minor. That's my appeal to her. The party from careful. I'm say, oh, yanko by election and all that. Me say, me a researcher. Before so be what doing say, oh, call by election, no. Make sure say why your research will say you go and you win. All the emotions, idea, putting. Messi say. Anything you want to do, you see your young cranium entity and cranium. And you're very careful about that. Now, same to be as you can, and you're careful. And when you say it's your uncle, you say it's your dream. You know, you're not meant to endorse because I also know, say, a restricted government business. And it's not only about you level because this session, your 3 meetings, next year, 3 meetings, 2024, 3 meetings. But the point is that at any point in time, because of the nature of our parliament, you would have to make decision. But Ken, I want to say me or say Nyakopon, I would or say if God or say Nyakopon pay and I this near hang parliament. Me bomb person and Nyakopon say this hang parliament e been 2 years biemo da. Tama eba no na ye fi say ebia e be chati new course. Say the be ya abano ye be compromise to move this country forward. But kin dem who was this hang parliament me say Nyakopon say e ma biem da. Because of the entrenched positions. I'm telling you, hey, Ken, this 4th Republican dispensation.
Basa sa no me ya primaries ni ade ne ye koto former esisi mistrust ya any criticism no.
And you know me say to you, who say 4th Republican dispensation. Yen call parliament my budget statement and economic policy of government yen to swabada. For the first time 2021 budget yen to swaba because NDC for who say numbers still almost the same. And the more almost frustrated by now, the more buyer unpopular it will give them the opportunity. That is what is happening in parliament. So it seems national interest doesn't matter, it is party interest. That is what we are going to now. And I'm hoping that Ghana for you be able to a party see me you perfect. Yeah, you be call internal ye me pe obi a me fi say bia or ye executive Obi on Babuami. Minya so sa, it is normal. It is normal. But it doesn't mean say, ye pay and come for nontino. Ye na de beti a party no. Ye na de a best constituency no. Ye na de begu ye home free. Ye na de beti mama bibi a bonesi. We don't have to entertain and encourage that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oma Dr. Kisni ako honto no. Na sisi no se dia.
Say dia oye ma uni ala. Lawyer Brevin.
Let me put on record, say me. Time I talk about 2018. They would at that year say I was not involved in the process. That's not what you did. I was not. Over my office. Over no, we agree say becoming me copy. In my office, yeah, I didn't have any interest.
Accreditation.
Fantastic. I was me I call us the dean. Yeah, they be bia ebe say Nyama.
But no, as a and the work as a more intimate lawyers. Lawyer.
Okay, my main country meaning is
I also see your J-Tender birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Your friend Penny's a happy. Or do you so obey?
Hey! Oh, you're correct. Yeah, congratulations. My team so. King, my main assembly meaning is doctor. Say Musru. Na more bia ho kwan e mani hunran because obi any wo want to me na o ma ho kwan na we ha majuru no that's all mom who say when as so MP and for 4 years no you are not accountable to individuals with interests. You are accountable to your constituency because you adwuma the who there maza obi the who too so a chance on the prison me dey member obi ehunhun me o tina me ba ha me kama dwene ebi wa ni bebre ni me nya adwene so me ka so ka ge for there obi akondem ge bi se me kondem wo nta wani mom nyini na yakopon na me ni die o enti me kama dwene ani say ye koso wo party say kra de chairman kra man hu say and this is what the same problem enti democracy ni practice and say bibia e say democracy ni practice. How is it say ye the forms of back 2000 back. Na party atimi ama nipa ba ko pe. Kwan so on top 1000. How? And we are calling this democracy. Party ama ho kwan. Say obi discover. Eju atomu 1000. Man shut enough. Esi nipa ba ko pe. Muton a half of 2000, muton half 1000 man. I mean, and you call this democracy and you are allowing this to fester. It means to say all the people in Meshano, they are now being denied. And you call this democracy? Are you wrong? Are you wrong? It should not be happening. And the party should have measures in place. Say, nobody will be sold more than one form. I don't know how for Buafunu. I'm for Bebredi Yaw. I'm for Suku. It was in the media. No interview. Only a corner of forms. Was it people back? Ato 1,000. Minia, it should not happen. Masa,
and then I'm to Abon. Police station, and I'm to Abon. Because my who say a friend say Francois, regional organizer. Or they are two, or see police station. Elections commence today. The police station's executives are the foundation of.
We have to the end of till 5th March.
Okay.
Until near the same day.
All right. Okay. It commences today.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
The King. She cast true democracy in your practice. I true say. Many of you know was it machinations room. Chairman can was it machinations room. MPs used to say mistrust. Master now, people are going to be 1,000 forms. I don't agree. Oh, Eti Obia to one form pay. One form pay. Over some Bobo Diana. Oh, Massa. No crowd woman say. A binum to be discovered was some talk. Won't check more. No, we are. Pahon echo. Well, more forms, no 1,000, 2,000, why you 1,000. It was no cruise no Cochamo.
No, because
so obi koto good in them. And yet, and on the essay, eti, and a chairman can one name was a chairman. We're too honest because what kind?
Very, very, very honest.
We're too honest because we man. In your sacrifice way or politics, boy. Can we get Ghana the Ekodi?
Baodiska.
And only
this Ghana is kind of the politics.
Yeah.
I find I want this Ghana the end of Becca.
We're too honest because at the time, I said 2,000 forms here, they back on Swiss. You many people back quite. So on 2,000. I say, oh, back on Swiss. Now they will be a kind of say, Sikana Mopa, is it about the money you want or you want people to be satisfied? You see me in chambers. But me, and nice. Say, Miss Mary Pretty. Yes, but the crow woman say,
what the Cassavan Yamana, maybe
Swati. Would the mamma come as some? Oh, anti problem, a woman say, sir. Systems not any in place. I see changing. So the beya, you bring correct people to represent us. Now you can say they be a to be ma be a queen. I say leadership no strong crophobia. Say you. And I mean just here.
Leadership now almost through. The guilty are afraid. Say or no, you say a phone one where to me you too know.
But then and you see many people back home so on top of that one form. Na obiaba one ticket. 1 man 1 ticket. Kabo say all this angry and all this anger and disillusion and so on. Can be chat. And so I'm off office chairman na cause machination the womb. It will be nice machination. Yes, sir. In the end, no wrong people will be elected. No more cockroaches will also be no million and suffer. Because wow, we so bit my ya mafia. I'm a cause. It's a problem. I mean, now when your friend branch sacking, no, so when you stack it, when you to me 2,000, you might acquire more to me 2,000. It means that you advantage. But my cock pay me see, I mean, can't be so. That's three. Once was we have internal elections, no, and I may call some me cock of Madame Fubi. Now, Aquabia. Oh, Baba to about here now. Who does want to see a cry?
That's what to be.
That's why it was a delegate. The cost of no okay.
That's what I'm true. Say, you'll be interested. Masa Moya Sanswa, Enya, is Susanso.
Masa Papa.
It is always I say, let them keep doing.
I mean, what problem? If he say, leadership quality now, you choose no secretary, chairmanship. It should be of a certain people be a SMM kwai. Me, I don't agree or subscribe. Say small boys be a
that will be a small boy on Nyansa.
No.
And I will
you see, it's not about only Nyansa. Sometimes it's about the image, the so be a withdrew. So, for the general secretary, my fa I see doing Katia. Any example? What do people so be a what me bully a see doing Katia? So just here. We're heavyweight within NDC.
That's all. Or start here, no one to say. Or start here.
But one start as general secretary. So what you say? Mimi Fee said we need heavyweights in certain key positions. Say they can control people. They can bring people in. How is this a party in parliament? You can't even get your own members. It means that there's a problem. Your leadership now has a problem because you can't even shift them all in line.
Parliament now can.
We come from the bottom all the way to
just 2 minutes.
I cried the end there. Look, Mimi, I know there may need much to say apart from Edina Abon team. Me feel some yenti Adwasu side.
Is she prepared to tell her side of the story?
Oh, but at this stage, no,
Yenti, no. So
at this stage, no, they are not even prepared to even listen to her. Because the whole media is now against Adwa.
That's not true.
And a hard dream because maybe there's a reason why Adwa is not coming. And I don't believe in megaphone diplomacy. Megaphone diplomacy. I said, "Be okay, meet me no waka." But me imagine ready so enka.
That's how so na me can or kokoma na fi.
I have frustration.
Results be am. You will get frustrated.
Hey, frustration.
Megaphone way.
This week me tie woni a interview. Dr. Abankoba. Or no fee say nsem bi why ni say kan wa body. And I agree. Because nsem bi why. And why you say? That's how also the first person that be also can nsem bi wa wanting. And they say
and you ever hear ken.
Tell me person just
say. And I say application is different.
Edu maybe a. Edu nsem bi why. Chairman see. So the mic man no so can be boami.
Chairman can be boami.
Yeah, Dr. Makuba can say, "Un say okuwa mu se Dr. Kinzinia ko kasa no." Un say, "Do kabesi ene say, adwasafo enye say ye ne kake e akrokro ne adede for now." So it has because we share the panel situation. But ye ne hey say there ye dey nyoma bi bu abontin na say nyoma.
Mapon but what can say be ne de nada so so be nada. Ne de
so enye ne am fom.
Me say na de wo say ne de.
Unye nipa ne kai.
But what de no.
Na won say but wo koye ne kai dia nipa ni mom no wire het. So it has nti no wire het na wo pese o fall in line na. E wo kwaya fa so
e krokro no
sa
le lede
akrokro
kasi
achi ni na isha akrokro
me dodo no
me dede no me dada no no ma mensa de mo me krokro no die
akrokro.
Thank you very much.
It can be say at the end of the day no e dey be na MPP pe enye ntokwa na omo pe se oba na beba parliament nti no answer bomo na.
Thank you very much. Safe man wa to safe man say it's unfortunate that we've had the issue of mistrust in all the processes in this polling station election exercise. I believe that when the system is opened, party members gather strength from the grassroots and work for the party victory. So the constituency should ensure total peace at the polling stations across the country. Kwesi Reynolds Waguna Odobin or say the world suffers a lot, not because of the violence of the bad people, but the silence of the good people. Lawyer, so what did you become? CNE, we are common. Or say the world suffers a lot, not because of the violence of the bad people, but the silence of the good people like you. Who has opted to be silent because fire home.
I'm just saying, you people are not being objective.
Well, leaders must act and speak up fast in order to avert any calamity in the barbaric invasion of Ukraine. Okay. Hey, plenty day here. Teacher constitution we are so Russia and NDC, no difference. Why is the Russians are causing problems in Ukraine? The NDC in Ghana are also creating problems against e-levy, which greetings to Nanadi. And this one is Ajabi Wahachu. When I see what some MPs are doing in their constituencies and the improvements they are given to the people, I feel sorry for my Domi Kwabinya. Zakaria Wabuakwa Afayam, since when did Ghanaians say that the country is juicy? DJ Omale and Wayosi Ogosu almost say the president is doing his possible best to evacuate Ghanaian citizens who are staying in Ukraine and Russia to come home safely. God protect them and keep them safe. Regards to hope. In hope. Wofa K on new plan. I'll say if NDC like it or not, e-levy is coming to stay. And then teacher Kufi Offenso Kaira. Nanado, where are you taking Ghanaians to? Petrol increase 15%. Teacher salary increase 4%. Why? And Alfred Asidu, incoming NPP organizer, Ahafo, was saying the truth is that President Akufo-Addo is working hard to move Ghana forward. And then seriously, me to me and kind text messages in I do so. Did you ever kind of say da ubi as bako so jibre iti and an sense so video na ye kakra no say atwum nyina wo ha bibia edana kwa wi say ensan team ko biem eda atwu ene the team of technicians ya usum nyina ase the production team Kenneth Obin the leader Magi ene maba ori nyina do mase ena mase catering restaurant so as da enkomo omo Kofi Amankwa menu Deputy Minister Defense yɛda ase sɛ ɔba anɔpɛ Dr. Kingsley Nyako MP kwada so yɛda ase pii Chairman Afayam NDC Chairman nhyia so yɛda wase anɔpɛ sɛ ɔba ɛna lawyer Kwame Adolfo private legal practitioner yɛda ase Chairman Samuel Sapon Dr. Samuel Sapon mensa aka wɔn kra no ososo ma menkyia wɔn anɔpɛ ɛda obi ase so tie me den the King Edward the slave nyame yɛ adom a dasene yɛbɛsa nso so aba kɔ so tie Hello 101.5 FM with Samuel Joachim Bokim Nest Online.
Hello FM 101.5.
Best Point Savings and Loans Limited. Your dream, our business. Hello Sports at Napaka Muyatia.